AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Without further ado, who's taking the blame?
Your time or our time?
My time.
His time.
My time.
All right. Oh, okay.
It's always his time.
Yeah.
You know who's always late?
I mean, I'll say all time today.
Look, that thing.
Ball suckers.
Don't find me now. Not now.
Ooh, I can't wait to get back in my life.
Not now, G. Not now.
We got y'all, baby Bubba. Detroit looking good out here. Fellas, what's going down?
Hey, man, you know, big shout out to the chat. Y'all already know, eager to see y'all, missed y'all. Big shout out to the members. We are here, Hate Live Watch Party. Game 2, Cleveland versus Detroit. I told you, I'm not nowhere near impressed by Cleveland. You know, let's see what happens this game. I mean, Flea, give me your thoughts so far. Does Cleveland have a chance to at least tie this series up, let alone win the series?
I mean, I think they got a chance to win tonight. With the way they're playing right now, it don't look like it. It don't look like it. It don't look like they came out with any energy. It looked like they doing the same things they was doing from game 1. Coughing the basketball up. Not playing any defense. Ooh!
Oh, man.
Ooh, shit.
No. Yo, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
Dear God.
Oh, shit.
I'm almost about to see it.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
What's your time stamp?
I don't know yet.
Hold on.
No. You're gonna hold on. You're gonna 6:54.
It's 6:54.
This is one of the worst shakes in basketball history. You never in your life want to be shaken up to the point where you're pulling hamstrings.
No, he grabbed his hip. He grabbed his hip.
Y'all way ahead of me. I'm
Play.
Nah, he grabbed his hip so he wouldn't fall. He fell. Like, you ever seen an old person fall?
It's must about to come up right now.
You're gonna see.
Nah.
Right, they got. Oh my.
You ever see somebody fall like that?
Wait, you still keep watching. Keep watching. Look at him.
Yo, he's done.
Grabbed his hip.
He's done.
He put his hip. He put his hip out of place. Oh, his knee. Yo, nah.
My neck, my back, my neck, and my back.
Wow.
Nah.
That's the groin area.
I don't know what that was. He's down.
He up now though. He might be
But
done for the game.
Slim Slammer said, "Who popped you?
Who shot you? Separate the weak from
The
the obsolete." Ooh.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Don't get up.
We're reacting to Donovan Mitchell taking Long Island's finest, Tobias Harris, so bad on a drive to the basket that he looks like he's holding his hip bone like an 85-year-old man. What commercial was that?
To get
shook, grabbed at it?
To get shook, and you might have to have a hip replacement.
Nah, I've never seen.
He was like,
"Yeah, I've never seen that."
Like he had.
What was that falling about? Can't get up commercial? Like he had the two.
Like he cheddar bobbed himself. Lord have mercy. Ooh, but Fabian, Flea, there's some big news. I know the game is on right now, but we have to discuss it. OG and Anunoby. Gotta discuss that. Have to. I gotta hit with my brothers. I gotta hear what the chat thinks about OG right now. Hamstring. They say day to day. Sean's reported that it's nothing severe. That's a good thing. And
Fabian dialing it up, I'm sure.
Yeah. We have to discuss that. Like I said, this game here, we get back at this at in the second half.
You know me so well, Flea. How dare you know me? How dare you know me? Oh, here we go. ESPN, Brian Windhorst. They speak to OG Anunoby's injury going forward. The New York Knicks.
About that. All right. Teams typically don't 100% know when a hamstring injury because it's soft tissue.
Right.
Secondly, teams will do subterfuge in the playoffs. For example, in the last round, the Toronto Raptors listed Emmanuel Quickley as day-to-day and questionable with a hamstring injury. He never played in the series. Okay. So also, 2 years ago, OG missed 4 games with the hamstring injury, came back in game 7, was completely ineffective, shouldn't have come back, but whatever. Earlier this year, he had a hamstring injury. He missed 9 games. So the Knicks probably have to prepare, and let's hope that it's not that serious and that he's able to come back. But the Knicks probably have to prepare to miss him for a little bit of time. And we know that it's important. Now, we'll say this, Perk, if you're going to have OG injured, do it when you're ahead 2-0 in the series.
Right.
Okay? And do it when this guy right there, that shot, Mikal Bridges is playing his best basketball of the season right now. And the Knicks overall are playing their best basketball of the season. So they have some margin for error here, and they can withstand this, but don't expect him to be fresh as a daisy anytime soon.
Yeah.
Brian Windhorst, tell him you watch Knicks rehab without telling him you watch Knicks rehab. First thing I said yesterday after OG went down, I said, well, Flea did say we up 2-0. You have to be excited about this AllBall. So the fact that we are up 2-0, but OG Anunoby injured his hamstring, second time in what, 3 seasons, 3 playoffs, where he's done that. They're saying it's a slight strain. He's coming back and this and that. But how we feeling about this?
I'm a little nervous. I think we should be able to beat Philly without OG, right? I wouldn't bring him back. Now you hope we win in 6-7 games. That gives OG more time to get healthy, especially, if Detroit goes up 2-0. But Woj made it sound worse than what it really is. The other report I heard, like I said, from Shams was that he could be day-to-day, and it's possible, he could play game 3 tomorrow, which I know he's not going to play. But just to have the possibility that he can, means a lot. So for me, I think we should be able to beat Philly without OG because we're definitely going to need him fully healthy against the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I agree with Woj that right now, Mikal Bridges, he's playing good basketball. So it just means next man up. Josh Hart, Deuce, Clarkson, and then now Brunson and Cat gets an opportunity, which I know Brunson, he gets to put up more shots. So I think we should be fine. It's just how long and how severe is this hamstring tear for OG Anunoby? Because like he said, 9 days, let's be realistic. Going up 2 weeks, that means you might be done unless we get to the finals. So I'm very concerned, especially how great he's been playing on the offensive end. Like, he's been our best player, especially our best consistent player. So, and just the defense he brings is just insane. So to have one of our best scorers and probably hands down our best defender on a consistent basis, have a little injury, Flea, I'm a little nervous.
Well, AllBall heard some pessimism in Brian Windhorst's voice. Let's see what Ian Begley said then, Flea.
The Knicks seemingly getting good news on OG Anunoby on Thursday. He will be questionable for Game 3 on Friday. He's got a hamstring strain, and he's considered day-to-day, and that's according to sources familiar with the matter. Now, people feared the worst when OG Anunoby left Game 2, 2.5 minutes to go, close game, kind of hobbling there. And so the day after, it was determined that the Knicks, again, dodging a significant injury here with Anunoby, and told that there's optimism in the locker room that Anunoby will be playing in Philadelphia, Game 3 in Philadelphia Friday, Game 4 in Philadelphia Sunday. There's optimism that he'll be back within those games. And so breathing a sigh of relief, I'm sure the Knicks are, because you really can't overstate how important Anunoby's been to this team in the postseason, averaging over 20 points per game, over 7 rebounds. Obviously, you know what he does on the defensive end, had 4 steals in game 2, and the Knicks a ridiculous plus-minus with Anunoby on the floor in the postseason. So he's arguably the most valuable Knick to this point. And so certainly Knicks have to be happy with what they've learned about Anunoby's health going into game 3 in Philadelphia Friday night. Knicks have a 2-0 lead in this series, looking to really put this thing in a chokehold Friday in Philadelphia.
Tell them you watch Knicks Rehab without telling them you watch Knicks Rehab. Stop quoting Flea without citing them. Ian, this is Stephon Bondi from the Post, who we flamed a couple weeks ago for talking about Stephon Marbury like that. But I digress. He says OG Anunoby is truly day-to-day with what is a very, very minor hamstring strain. I know there's skepticism about that timeline considering traditional recoveries, but it's true. You can see when Anunoby was injured that he even attempted a dunk afterward. He'll be questionable for tomorrow, but this will not be a long recovery. He's going to play, apparently. That's what it's looking like. How you feeling about this, though?
OG got something I don't want him to forget. Go ahead, OG.
Did he miss the dunk? Then it looked like he pulled the hamstring, or he
got hurt before that.
Attempting the dunk?
Yeah. He caught a knee to the thigh. Okay. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Extremely concerned for me. Extremely concerned. Because like everybody, like he said, and like we all see, the Knicks are playing the best basketball of the season. The free-flowing basketball that we're playing, the way we're playing defense, how we're hitting shots, how everybody is involved right now. I think the makeup of our team, one piece, removing one piece changes a lot about what we do. And the guy that's been playing the most consistent, our MVP thus far through the playoffs, losing him the next game or so is going to hurt. Not saying we don't have the horses to win. I'm just saying it's been great to create the chemistry that we're creating right before everybody's eyes as we're trying to go on this journey to win 16 games. So I just feel like, we got to be careful with this, super, super careful with this. This is a guy that when he does go down with an injury, when he comes back, it takes him a second to get the engine revving again. Every time he sits out the first game or two, he struggles. He doesn't look like he has his legs up under him. So if we're talking about missing him a game and possibly him not being himself game 4, I'm very concerned. I'm gonna be honest. An injury that he struggled with in the past, right? He obviously hasn't figured out how to you can't do anything over injuries. But again, he's had this injury in the past before. So I'm just concerned. I'm concerned. I don't want to act like this is not gonna put a monkey wrench in what we're doing. Big shout out to Monkey Wrench if he's here in the comments. But it is. And guys got to step up. Guys have to step up. Mikal Bridges, you hooping right now. You've earned your name back here on Knicks Rehab. Our OG gave you your name back. So you back. So it's time for us to step up. Everybody got to step up. But I would not say that this doesn't give me cause to pause. OG is a vital piece in what we've done thus far in the playoffs.
I want to give credit to one of our commenters, and I believe it's East Blue Drew. Fabian is always right. He's just early. It's just funny what a difference 2 years makes. I was laughed at. When I said OG Anunoby, I can't believe how good this guy is. I did not expect this. He's the reason why we are a championship team now. Dime drop a laugh. You guys kind of subtly laugh. And the commenters was mixed. That defense was unbelievable. But then, since then, he's grown into an offensive weapon. Like, he was 3-and-D when he got here. Hit some corner threes, put the ball on the floor with the shot he dribbling. But what he did over the summer, even though we still find it clunky, what he's been doing in the playoffs, you can't overlook this. The fact that you're saying he's the MVP of the team. Flea, the fact that 2 years ago you were like, oh, Jen, get out of here, bro, with that championship talk. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, I ain't never seen nobody guard 1 through 5 in the league right now. They don't do that. That's not normal. He hasn't even guarded Embiid yet. Who's scared to play, by the way, but I digress. He's playing so unbelievable that it's like, yo, we ain't touch on the other topic that I want to get on, that I really want to get on, because we have let up on our homie for the season. Because the big homie, Big Brunson, got checked. And because these things took place, now OG's looking like an option because Cash running this offense a little more, getting him way better shots than he's ever gotten in his career, probably. So I wouldn't mind if he misses the next game. This is a play-in team. The Sixers are a play-in team. I don't want to get this. Can we stop already? Karl-Anthony Towns, we won 2 games, and Karl-Anthony Towns was in foul trouble for half of these games. 8 quarters, 4 of them, Karl-Anthony Towns is in foul trouble, and we still won. Yo, OG, sit down, man. Get some rest. We'll see you on Mother's Day. Please. I do not want to re-aggravate this injury, have any chance of that, because he's been amazing all ball. Flat out amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is the purpose of acquiring Cat, right? This is the purpose of acquiring Mikal Bridges, making a trade and getting Sohan, GTA, Jordan Clarkson, right? Mitchell Robinson, now healthy, should be back tomorrow night. Deuce coming off the bench. So if I'm the front office, if I'm the owner, if I'm the coaching staff, I don't care if he could play tomorrow night. You're not playing. We should be able to beat the Sixers without OG. Worst case scenario, 5 games. Split in Philly and get him out of here at home. But I wouldn't play him game 3. Now, if he has to play game 3, I'm not a doctor, right? So I don't know how these injuries work. But, does it matter if you can play so it doesn't stiffen up on you? Like I said, I don't know. Because I don't understand the purpose, Flea or Fabian. If he could play tomorrow, if the series was tied 1-1, I understand. But up 2-0, why would we chance it and let OG play?
I'm having the same question, Flea. Because remember, you came on here saying, yo, we up 2-0, man. Like, why are you acting like we lost? What are the benefits of being up 2-0? Right on our lap, Flea.
I'm happy about that, but he's a big piece in what we doing right now. So now when that cutter to the basket is away, that guy that's shooting the best from 3-point range on our team, probably in the playoffs right now, is away. Like, I just want to know how we're going to pivot and what we're going to get to. Does that up Mikal Bridges' role in terms of being a guy that moves off the ball and gets a little more looks? Because those FGAs are out of the picture now. Now those shots got to get spread around. Obviously, we like it when Cat is at the point of attack and he's playing that point center role. So the shots got to go somewhere. We already know Josh Hart is a streaky shooter. Shots ain't going to really go to Josh Hart, really, right? We want him to get his shots in transition, going downhill, right? Open threes, right? So where do they go? So I don't know. I'm just
no. But stay there, Flea.
I want to see how we attack this.
Yeah, but now we have a legit bench, right? That means Shamit, Deuce, Josh Hart, Clarkson, they have to step it up. So what you just said, that's what they have to do. That's a must. OG, take it easy, because I don't care what nobody say. We should be able to beat Philly without OG. We need to be fully healthy, full strength going into the Eastern Conference Finals. So I don't understand what's the purpose of even thinking he should play tomorrow night. Now, like I said, game 4, if results come back negative and he's okay, I get it. But tomorrow night, I don't even understand why that's an option or question. He shouldn't play tomorrow night. We should be able to beat Philly without OG and Anunoby. Philly has no bench. I don't care if Embiid plays. They have no bench at all. We are the better, deeper team. So we've seen Brunson, we've seen Cat do it before. And now with Mikal Bridges, with the confidence he has, Flea, he has to step up. Now you got to give us 22, 24 points.
So let me just present another piece. So now we're without OG and now we're without Mitchell Robinson as well.
Hold on, are we? Mitch ain't playing tomorrow night neither?
I mean, he wasn't available in game 2. Somebody said he got a strep throat. I saw in the comment. I don't ever know what the sickness. I never know what the reason is. I never know what the reason is. Sorry. So again, we're a team that need all our horses again. So I don't know. I hope Mitch is playing.
No, but it would be interesting to know, because I'm thinking like the way the Knicks have always been about injuries has always been keeping it in the vault. And now you're saying, oh, Mitchell Robinson is injured. None of us have heard anything. A strep throat. I didn't even hear that. So we just keeping everything with the lock and key. And
I don't know. Somebody in the comments told me that the other day because I was asking about where's Mitch in game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Right.
Where I'm asking a question about where's Mitch. The best offensive rebounder, our best rim protector. Where is he? Nobody knows what the illness is.
But look, that's significant because if Embiid does play, those are the two guys you expect. Cat, Mitch, and OG on Embiid nullifies him. That's why when he plays, I'm like, you gonna play him? No problem, Nick Nurse. And when you don't play him, you're gonna play Tyrese Maxey for 48 minutes. This is why I don't believe in this Philly team. That coach I've heard some criticism on, and now I'm understanding it. That guy Barlow, you didn't game plan for him to be in a ball game. He's 6'9". Now you can. What else can OG's the guy that can counter that? But Cat being in foul trouble, and maybe I don't want to pivot from that because we all hate watching these Pistons right now. Cat being in foul trouble, I think, is way more of a problem than OG's hamstring. Because if he's not in foul trouble, I think this is not even a discussion. He's gonna go bananas.
Okay. Now's not the time for injuries, man. We need all our horses, man.
Yeah, but no. Fleet, totally agree. But remember last season before, when we was riddled with injuries, we didn't have the roster, right? We didn't have the guys. Listen, we have some guys now. And like I said, Shamit, Deuce, like those guys can play. Diawara, like some guys just gonna have to get some minutes, and they got to step it up. This is the purpose.
For sure. You don't replace OG. You don't replace.
I agree. I agree.
Who he is as a player, you don't replace him.
I agree. But once again, we should be able to beat Philly without OG. If we can't beat the 76ers, who has no bench, let's be for real. They got Mother Sucker. They got Andre Drummond. I call him Michael Blackson. Listen, man. They got Michael Blackson.
Bonya.
They got Grimes. They got Grimes, and they have Andre Drummond. That's their bench. That's their bench. It's nowhere in the world we should not be able to beat them without OG. Like I said, tomorrow night he should not play. We need to make sure that he's fully healthy because moving forward, Flea, you correct. We need to be 100%. We need to be full strength going to the Eastern Conference Finals and now attempting to get to the finals. So I'm definitely a little nervous. But let's see what happens. Maybe tomorrow, if the reports come out that he's all right, do I agree with him playing? No, but listen.
Nah, he gotta sit. You gotta sit and be careful. I said that at the beginning. You gotta be careful with it. I'm just saying the time is.
So you do agree?
Yeah, he gotta sit. I'm just saying the time is. I never said he gotta play. I'm just concerned about how we're gonna play without him. He's been a real piece in how this offense is just going to another level. And so I'm just questioning where that's going to come from. That's all. So,
but do you guys feel anything about that, or is that not too much to talk about? Well, I think a bigger issue is Karl-Anthony Towns being in foul trouble because this is an old habit that he's going back to, and there's a couple things with him. I want to pull that video up in a second. That thing with Josh Hart pushing him away, in real time, I didn't like that whatsoever. And a part of Cat being Cat now is I'm the guy in command pretty much. It's me. We're co-stars at this point because you need me to get that lead and you need me to get a better position in crunch time, right? Part of the reason why you're doing that is because you weren't in foul trouble from these last 2 playoff series. Another part of that is you have now gained certified the fans, your teammates, and we've been hearing about it behind the scenes. The way OG Anunoby is sitting down with Karl-Anthony Towns in the press conference is not an accident. There's a lot of love there that's been there. It's been there. And we overlooked it because of the roommates love fiasco over there. And I really feel like, number one, Karl-Anthony Towns can control so much of our success because you can limit your fouling, be disciplined in that. And now we were championing the Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson confrontation. Hey, go check. Somebody got to check your son. You finally did it. At some point, I believe Cat got to step up as the leader vocally. Josh Hart, you could never in your life push me away from the referee. Well, when my man said it, what was that on the bowl? He said, "Look at me. I'm your captain now." That's what he's doing, bro. What? Yo, Flea.
What was that? But when the Pirates took over the ship, Captain Phillips. Yeah.
Tom Hanks, the GOAT. Flea, in real time, we were disgusted. Josh Hart damn near commits a turnover at half court, arguing with the ref, and Cat's trying to separate him, and Josh Hart pushes it. I'm like, yo, you can't do that. So, Cat, you can't let him do that. You have to establish yourself right now. I think all these things tie into each other going forward, or ball.
Flea, right now, what are you more nervous about? OG missing game 3 or us as a team reverting back to Cat committing silly fouls, can't stay on the floor, and Brunson maybe having to go one man, one band, one sound, and us not playing that winning style basketball we've been playing lately as far as the ball moving and flowing and just having a balanced offense?
I think what Cat is doing is correctable because he was able to do it. He was able to correct that. This is something that we're talking about. Fabian said reverted back, which means he corrected it and went back to something that he fixed. So I think if he's disciplined, he can fix these things, right? Which will keep him on the floor. I'm just saying, yes, I don't want us to go back to strictly relying on watching Jalen Brunson control the offense, because once you lose a piece like OG, who is one of your more athletic guys who moves without the basketball and is shooting the best from 3 and is finding ways to create offense for himself, all of these things that we are going to be without with him, I don't want us to go away from the game plan that's been working, which is getting everybody involved. So, yes, Mikal Bridges, time to step your game up. Yes, Josh Hart, time for you to hit timely buckets, right? All these things are going to matter. So I'm more concerned with us reverting back to not playing the style of basketball that helped us win games just because we're missing one of our guys. Cat's foul trouble for me is something that is fixable, and I think he will.
What do you think, oh boy?
I just feel everything is bad timing. Is it fixable? Yes, he's shown he fixed it, but right now it is the worst time to revert back to that, right? With OG now maybe having to miss some time, hopefully not much. But, you know, I understand what Flea is saying. I'm just a little worried and nervous. I didn't like that win last night. I didn't like how we looked, and we have to be honest. If that was Detroit, if that's OKC or San Antonio or Minnesota in the finals, we lose that basketball game last night. We were bad. And we have to be careful that we don't get comfortable in playing that style of basketball again. Like I said, I think OG, what he's been doing lately, he's been holding it down to the point where you can't play that style of basketball. But now that he's out, I just don't want Cat to get to fall back into that and Brunson fall back into that when we've been playing so well offensively and defensively for the past 4 games. I'm not saying we got to continue to blow nobody up by 40. That's impossible. But I'm not comfortable with that win last night. Am I going to take the win? Yes. We up 2-0. But now that we know OG may be out for a game or 2 or maybe for the series, listen, Cat got to stay on the floor, can't commit silly fouls. Brunson's going to have to get everybody involved. And Mikal Bridges, he's going to have to step it up. Right now, there's no excuse. Guys are getting their money, right? We traded for guys. Guys want to be here. We are right there knocking on the doorstep. Get the job done. I watch other teams have injuries and get the job done. Get the job done.
Our residential Cat super glazer, David Smith, of course, with the Karl-Anthony Towns glads. They're all Karl-Anthony Towns stats. Karl-Anthony Towns this postseason, 18.6 points per game, 10.5 rebounds, 6.1 assists. He's shooting 60, 50, 90 while holding opponents to 39.8% field goal percentage. And yet, Josh Hart decides that he can just brush off Karl-Anthony Towns like this.
Signaling for a time. We're seeing some.
Sure. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not nothing. It's not nothing to me. To me, it's not nothing. I'm like, I love Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart. But that is what I don't love. And you got gassed up. I don't know, maybe in Villanova, but the only reason why you think you can do that is because your man is the captain. Your man is running this team. Yo, bro, you are not the man. You can't do that to Cat. All that stuff to me, Flea, you could tell me better. I may call me crazy, but I know if I'm bugging out and I'm doing that to one of the leaders of the team, I'm getting checked. I'm getting checked. Bro, who you think you are? Yeah, you do your thing and everything. You are not. Bro, look at these numbers. Where you at, David Smith? I lost you. It's 18, 10.5 rebounds, shooting 60, 50, 90. Opponents are shooting 39.8%. No, you can't talk to me like that, Josh. What are you doing? Get back to the bench. Why are you talking to the ref? Flea, he had a tech already. He had to call a timeout because he gave his dribble up at half court. Who are you talking to like that? You had no problem going to the press conference and calling me out. No, you can't do that.
Because they've put him in the position to be the leader. All right. You got off what you wanted to get off. Let me get off what I want to get off now.
Sure.
They've put him in a position to be a leader. So now you expecting him now to step back because now Karl is finally stepping up and showing some level of leadership. Josh Hart has been the vocal guy. They've put him there. Jalen Brunson is not the vocal guy. Cat's not the vocal guy. Nobody else is the vocal guy. So you've put it in his hands all season long, the last couple of seasons. So now in this position, you asking him to stand down. Cat did the absolute right thing. Yo, come on. Let's stay focused. But in that moment, Josh Hart has done this all season long. Yap at the refs. We've put him in that position to be one of them leaders of the team, whether we like it or not. Whether we like it or not, at the end of the day, he has been put in that position. The team has, and the coaching staff has. Mike Brown was gushing over him as a Sacramento Kings coach. Gushing. Could not wait to coach Josh Hart. So this is not me defending Josh Hart. This is me saying, hey, they put him in a position. I'm saying they put him in a position. This is a team thing. This is not his fault. I'm trying to say that he's assumed the position that the leaders you niggas want to be have put him in. Jalen Brunson, you speak up. Cat, you speak up. Josh Hart is the de facto leader, and now niggas is mad. Sorry, this is what it is. This is what it is.
But Flea,
if Cat is speaking up, great. I said Cat did the great job. But y'all can't act like Josh Hart hasn't been the heart and soul of the team and has been the emotional and vocal leader. This is the role he's played.
Why does Cat stepping up in that moment and really asserting himself in that moment have to mean that everything you said is erased? That has nothing to do. One has nothing to do with the other. That is exactly why you are Josh Hart. But right now, Karl-Anthony Towns is at a different level on this team than he's ever been. The success that everybody projects for us, including us.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't change his role and who he is. Because he's playing good basketball doesn't make him an alpha male. Just because he's playing great basketball doesn't change the role he's played for the entire team and when he's been here. Josh Hart plays great basketball doesn't mean that all of a sudden now he can't talk. Or he's not playing good basketball doesn't mean he got to shut up. He's been the leader. He's been the emotional guy. I'm
not telling you to be quiet. I'm telling Cat to step up and make him be quiet. Whoa. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be anything. Yo, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. You can't do that.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, if we're acting like Josh Hart can't do that, I don't think that's right because this is who he's been.
He can do that, and what I'm saying is, Cat can do this. That's what I'm saying. I'm more mad at Cat. Yo, Cat, we need you. We need you. You are at this level now. This is the whole thing I've been talking about since we traded for him. This is the guy that we was traded for. This level, not the guy that gets talked to like that by Josh Hart. The guy that runs the offense is holding. Bro, we didn't even holding opponents to 40%. We need you on the court. Stop fouling people and tell Josh Hart to sit down, please. Please, Cat.
I have to be honest. Josh Hart doesn't have the cachet to do anything he does. I'm sorry.
Why?
I didn't cut you off. Can I finish? Especially last night. He was horrible on the offensive end. You already picked up a tech. You're arguing with the ref. You can pick up another tech and get thrown out the game. And you were playing bad. Bro, you have no cachet to talk back to the ref last night. None. And I'll have to be honest with you, I don't know who made him a leader. I don't know. Hold on. I'll let y'all have. And this is why Mike Brown is still on the hot seat. This is why that coach in Orlando, no matter what was going to happen, got fired. What did I tell you about Orlando with Suggs? These guys have too much rope. Josh Hart has way too much dip on his chip. Way too much. I know I stole your saying, but he has way too much dip on his chip. For him to be playing as bad as he played, and now you think you can argue back to the ref when you're 100% wrong. You already have a technical foul. So for me, I just think Josh Hart, I don't mind him being a vocal leader, but it has to make sense. He can't just be a vocal leader because he feels like it. In that moment, he was dead wrong. And Cat being your brother, your teammate, he's trying to stop you from getting kicked out the game. So for me, Josh Hart at times, I remember when he said, nobody can have, their own individual agendas. That moment, he had his own individual agenda.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Oh, okay, but even
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but Flea, even all right, cool.
Josh Hart is not a player to have an individual agenda. Josh Hart is a star in his role, what he does. Like, I see Nostalgic Nick popping it in the comments because he's the biggest Josh Hart hater in the world, talking about what has he accomplished to speak like this. He's an NBA player. He plays on the highest level in the world. Like, and he's a star in his role. We gushed and loved. It was a heist when we traded Josh Hart for Cam Reddish. So, like, everybody calm down and stop acting like Josh Hart is some bum. He's not a bum. If you don't like him, that's on you. But at the end of the day, he helps us win basketball games. It just is what it is. And I'm saying the position that he's in on this team, he's been positioned as a leader. Leaders are going to speak up. Leaders are going to say things to the referees. Leaders are going to be emotional at times. It is what it is. I like the fact that Cat stepped in because you want to keep that guy on the floor. But I'm not about to say that, like, we're going to act like Josh Hart because he's not a 20-point-a-game scorer doesn't mean that he can't speak up and be one of the leaders on the team. Guys star in those roles across the NBA. Some of your favorite dudes wasn't stars, but they were just great role players.
But in that moment, Flea, he was wrong. I get what you're saying. I'm not here to dispute that.
No, but
in that moment, he was dead wrong.
But stay with that point, AllBall, because then it does go too far. Now we're doing too much. That he's just a journeyman. that he just no. I'm not taking away again what he is, how he got to this point where he thinks he's the man that could talk to the ref like that. We didn't gas him up. He did earn this spot because Cat wasn't doing that. What I'm saying is, Cat, you're in foul trouble the first 2 games of this series. Cat, you're letting this guy run amok now. That is your spot. You're the leader. That's what I'm saying. You cannot be in foul trouble. The game gets easier when you take center stage. You and Brunson. That's how this thing goes. If Josh Hart, for him to even have the thought that he's in his position still, I think Cat is not doing enough, including getting into foul trouble and going, yo, step back, bro. You gonna do swing on me? Not gonna happen. I just want him to be disciplined, please. That's what I'm saying. I ain't calling him no damn dream. And this is coming from me. I love Josh Hart. Not your man in the middle.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna just say this. A lot of times I'm wrong about Josh Hart. Listen, I'm not saying you don't need a player like that, but at times he does a little too much and he needs to relax. I'm just saying in that moment, he didn't have the cachet to do that and act like that, especially when you wasn't having a good game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to kick him under the bus and, just disrespect him as an NBA player. No, he's in the league and he helps us win ball games. But in that moment, you can't show up Cat like that. We just created a brotherhood, right? We all create chemistry and we have one common goal. So once you see Cat push you out the way, you know why he's pushing you out the way. He ain't showing you up. He ain't trying to disrespect you. He's trying to move you from the ref because you already have a technical foul. You get one more, you're done. And it could have been easy to call you a tech because you wasn't having a good game. I know how them refs think. And you played terribly.
Can we gently segue? Because I seen somebody sitting courtside at the Pistons game.
Ooh, Flea! You got
I just see somebody sitting courtside, scoping out the team that's about to trade for him this summer, or pick him up and bring him home.
How do we start this? Because it started with it started with him. We got to find it. And it's a lot the last 2 days. Draymond going back and forth with Austin Rivers. And then last night, what he said, I can't.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't funny.
I didn't see that. I know. I seen Nick Wright.
It just wasn't funny.
I seen Nick Wright. I seen Nick Wright. Hold on, before you play it, I don't know what happened, so I love that I'm about to see it firsthand. But I seen Nick Wright say something today, addressing Draymond like, yo, bro, you got to be able to laugh at yourself if you want to be in this space and be serious. So, Fabian, I can't wait to see what you about to play. I heard about it, but I didn't hear or see anything.
Well,
they ain't laugh at all. Nostalgic. That's right. Nobody laughed. Joke didn't land at all.
This is Draymond on Inside the NBA with Barkley, they were talking about, just to dress it nice, they were talking about this is the end of your run in Golden State, and everything comes to an end. And they get into Draymond's response to Barkley.
Always ends. Sports are for young people. You hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38.
But you said what you said. I didn't want to hear if he believes what you're talking. Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level. Can we get back to that level? Listen, to your point, Jimmy's going to miss a lot of next year. Moses is going to miss a lot of next year. That's $70 million.
They can't even move past it. This is awkward.
Of
we invited you on our show.
I don't even know. Does Barkley get to talk some more? I don't care what Draymond says after this. He's just yapping. Look, what is he pointing to? I don't know if you can see Barkley's face either. He
Bro, no,
doesn't
I
look
can see it,
comfortable.
bro. They don't care what he's saying right now. All they replaying in their mind is, my man, we brought you up here and you said what?
Well, no, wait a minute now. See, now this is a lot going on here, Flea. I'm gonna find the Austin Rivers quote too, because I think Draymond is hot off of that. Like, he's going back and forth and he wants the shock value. And this is Austin Rivers talking to, I guess, challenging Draymond Green from a one-off to a one-on-one after they went back and forth about an Austin Rivers comment about Draymond saying that Steve Kerr was holding back Draymond Green's offense in the Golden State Warriors.
You shouldn't even play this. You should play like
what he said first.
Off of Austin Rivers' pay, like off of like his individual. Austin is responding to the fat Asian dude on.
Yeah.
He's just
I seen the Austin Rivers solely responding to Draymond. That was ether.
Ooh, that was Austin Rivers saying, challenging him to a one-on-one. But if you want that one, Flea, your wish is my command, brother. Here we go, Austin Rivers tapping back at Draymond.
Come on, Draymond. This is ridiculous. Seriously. Ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to address it because you crossed the line and you were mad disrespectful for whatever reason. You've been around too long. We both were drafted in the same class. The fact that you don't have the wherewithal to do your due diligence and actually understand I was being highly complimentary of you on the Dan Patrick Show. But it's you, and I shouldn't be surprised. You always act irrationally, emotionally immature. And your anger always puts you in hot water. So here I am having to address a video of you belittling my career. First off, Draymond, we weren't the same players in high school. I don't care about our numbers being similar. I did it at the national level, at the top level. Hence why I got the Naismith Award, and I got pretty much every award you could think of in high school. I was ranked number one. You were ranked, I don't know. So cut it out. Next. Man. College, you actually were a really good college basketball player, but it's hard to compare because I was only there for 6 months, something you could never do. Talk about I was, one of the featured guys. No, I was the guy. I led my team in scoring. I was first team All-ACC, freshman player of the year, lottery pick. Stop. Next. The NBA, hey, man, you got it, Dre. I mean, listen, I played in the NBA for more than 10 years, more than a decade, but 11 years, but I'm not a Hall of Famer like you. So I'll give you that credit. All right, you got it. But let's peel back that onion and understand why. Easy, Tiger. Okay? You have the delusion, the non-wherewithal. The irony of you saying I'm part of the biggest bailout in NBA history. Draymond, you were the luckiest basketball player I think I've ever seen, especially in modern day history. Let's talk about that. You were drafted to a franchise with the Hall of Fame front office, Bob Myers, Hall of Fame coach, Steve Kerr, the greatest shooter of all time, and perhaps the top 5 player of all time, Steph Curry, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest shooters, top 5 shooter of all time, another Hall of Famer, Klay Thompson. The Swiss Army knife himself, the guy who could do a little bit of everything on the floor, Andre Iguodala, another Hall of Famer. I know, keep up. It's a lot of talent. Not to mention one of the most lethal scorers of all time and arguably a top 10 player of all time, Kevin Durant, the same guy you chased off because of this, your mouth. You talk too much. And that's not even counting the plethora of talent around those guys. The Sean Livingstons, the Barbosas, the Andrew Wiggins, the Jordan Pooles, who you also chased off. Cut it out. Draymond, you're the backpack jump shooter. You're the guy that everyone leaves open. No one guards you. There are hours and hours and hours of film of just you being left wide open. In fact, anybody can just YouTube or Google or watch any Draymond game ever, and he's open all game. There are clips of you getting a rebound and just driving in a straight line and just getting a wide open layup because everyone's fanning out to guard the actual talent on the team. Talk about Steve Kerr ended your career. Bro, Steve Kerr made your career. How dare you? Coming at me? Are you kidding me? I wish I could give my son $200 million if I was a coach. Yo, the NBA doesn't give coaching jobs to guys who may or may not sucker punch one of the players and staff. You need to fall back, Dre. Let's just be frenemies.
You know what should have been playing in the background? Dunu F Draymond. Like the ether beat.
Yeah.
Lord,
all I heard was gunshots. Flee. And this all started all because Draymond made a silly statement which nobody agrees with. that Steve Kerr, because now they're talking about the end of the Golden State tenure, right? And he's saying, I'm split. I'm kind of like, I'm split with this because I don't know what Steve Kerr's gonna do. It's coming to an end, and now that I think about it, he did make me who I am. He did help me do that, but I can't help but think also he held me back offensively from scoring. He hasn't called the play for me in over 10 years. And that's when Austin Rivers.
He's stupid, right? He's stupid, right?
Lee. I'm gonna defend him. But just to say that, and then Austin Rivers just basically said what we felt, and then it became personal. Yo, you got lucky because that was your pops was he gave you a bailout. Do I have that there? Draymond responds to Austin. You know what? I'll play it too. This is Draymond with Austin Rivers. His response to Austin Rivers, which made Austin Rivers clap back.
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1, he goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years. The guy received the biggest bailout in U.S. history prior to President Trump bailing out the airlines when his dad gave him $42 million. And I tip my hat to Doc. I pray that I can give DJ $200 million or give Deuce $250 million. I pray that I can do that one day. I love how people just go take the 15 seconds that they want to take and make it a headline. But I really enjoyed watching Austin Rivers be bewildered.
So that's where he's been. Draymond just attacking. We saw him attack Barkley, attack Austin Rivers. And Barkley this is the second time Barkley held back on Draymond. The first time when he called him triple single and Draymond was lashing out. And it was like, we've been through this before. I'm better than you ever were. This is 10 years ago. And we all were like, you better than who? You cannot have this conversation with Charles Barkley, Draymond Green. So, what are your thoughts right now with him just Draymond going bananas and Austin Rivers the full ether?
I mean, Flea, you want to respond?
He's good, Flea, because you might have to jump out and jump back in, AllBall. What are you thinking, Flea?
Well, I've had the same sentiments about Draymond for a long time too, y'all. We don't know these guys again, but we are gonna talk. We're gonna talk our stuff up here. And for me, I just think that it's all good to talk hoop and be competitive and have that back and forth banter and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. That's fun. But when you start talking from a perspective of being one of those guys, that's what it messes it up for me, right? Because Draymond talks from a perspective of like he was a Charles Barkley, right? Because of the rings. And you can't speak from a conceited perspective like he does all the time. That's what's in the tone. It's like as though he was, from an individual perspective, better than player X. I'm just saying you were in a great position. Nobody is discrediting who you were, but it goes back to what I said maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago. Star in your role. That's what he was. Star in your role. Whether you like, and when you star in your role, you can't then use rings to bolster who you are as an individual player. That's where it misses for me. You can't You're not allowed to sit at the same tables with certain niggas just because of the rings. The rings are there because of the team that you are on. The ring conversation is two different tones. It's two different conversations with two different sets of players. Draymond, you are not in the set of players to use rings as something to bolster who you are as an individual player. That's not you. You can use that as that completes your career. You are underachiever. You were drafted 35th. People didn't believe in you. Steve Kerr gave you a shot. You brought it to the next level. You did a great job in your role. And what were you rewarded with? Being able to play with Steph Curry, being able to play with Klay Thompson, being able to play with Kevin Durant, being able to play for Steve Kerr, being able to start with Mark Jackson. Like you got a chance to play with some of the best basketball names in the world, in the game. But don't use that to say you like Charles Barkley. Stop that. You not. And I just think like there's got to be a level of humility that comes with somebody in that spot. He was the wrong. It happened to the wrong person. It just happened to the wrong. It just happened to the wrong. It's hard to learn from him. Somebody coming into the league now. How do you learn from him? Yeah, the individual skills, but every other team is not going to let you go about it the way that they let him. He was a circus. And because they had everything in place to corral him, they let him run amok and do what he wanted to do. But you can't go to the New York Knicks and do that. You can't go to the Spurs and do that. You can't go to the Celtics, the Lakers. You could talk about any other. You can't do it. So how are you a role model to somebody that wants to come into the league, overachieve, do the things that you did, get in your spot, play the game that you would? How? You got to add all the dumb shit too. Excuse me. You got to add all the dumb stuff too, right? You got to. So he's one of the most, he lacks humility. He's not a very genuine dude. And he's got a platform now. And I'm very curious to see what you said, OG. The fact that he can't laugh at himself. How long are you going to be able to be in this space? How long? Because us three, and we ain't made it yet, but us three, we come up here and laugh at each other all the time. We're always wrong. We're always saying something off the wall and come back and say, yo, I'm bugging. Or, that was all, whatever. I can look at him and tell that's going to be hard for him to do. So I don't know. Another nigga with too much dip on his chip.
Fabian one time said he could beat Charles Barkley in the media space, and I said it's nowhere near. He's delusional. Let me tell you how delusional Draymond is. He's so delusional he thinks LeBron James is his friend. LeBron been on his podcast yet? I done seen LeBron on streams with CASHAPP and them. I done seen him do a podcast with Steve Nash, with JJ Redick, who he now got him a coaching job. Draymond Green is delusional about everything. I don't get it. What irks me is you have these NBA players that'll tell us we don't have the right to talk the game. But they're the new media, and they are worse than us. They look like Love and Hip Hop. It's insane. But like I love that Rivers stood up for himself, because we always preach like nobody gonna never say nothing to Draymond. You told me he gonna be able to choke you on the court, smack you, punch you, kick you wherever, and nobody's gonna do anything. So I love that Austin Rivers spoke up for himself. He's supposed to defend his pops. Like that's without question. But Draymond Green, man, like, bro, what Barkley said wasn't a shot at you. That's reality for everybody. That's life. Bro, it has to end sometime. And for you to still think you're the great defender you was 5-10 years ago, to still think, because Draymond Green still thinks he has the same impact today that he had, Fabian, in that Golden State era. That's That's the confidence. That's what bleeds off of him. The arrogance. And it's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest. You're out your mind. Out your mind. I love what Rivers did. And he even took it further. He told Draymond, let's play one-on-one. See, that's the smoke I love. See, that's how you settle everything. Where I'm from, New York, Harlem, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens. When you're a ball player, you settle it on the court. No arguing, no fighting. Remember, it's no weight classes in basketball. This ain't boxing. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how short you are. Somebody call you out, you lace them up. Lace them up. And this is why I said the NBA, I love what a lot of these other platforms is doing. I see a lot on social media, YouTube, where you have guys that's playing one-on-one. I seen a guy call out Rivers. But a lot of these NBA players, I remember PG Booker had smoke. It's an easy way to settle it. I love how Rivers kept it basketball at the end of the day. Let's play one-on-one, bro. We ain't gonna fight. Let's cut it out. We ain't thugs. We ain't gangsters. We ain't tough. We are athletes that just happen to be good at basketball, and we're able to make millions of dollars. So there's no need to act crazy. Let's settle it on the basketball court. But Flea, I agree 100% with you. And me and you, we don't agree on nothing, but we always agreed when it came to Draymond Green.
Yeah,
bro,
for sure.
Bro, you are delusional, dog. And what you did up there with Barkley and what you tried to do to Rivers, bro, you're wrong. You're dead wrong.
Number one, this is why I know when I'm in my bag, I dissect you guys with no problem. I ain't never say Draymond Green was the next Charles Barkley. Let's say this correctly. There's a reason why he's sitting up there and they allowed him to speak like that.
What did you say?
I'm going to get to it because this is what you want to like to do.
He trying to think.
He did.
What you like for me to say to try to break me down is different than what I actually said. The reason why he's sitting down there is because he goes super viral. Yeah. Do the math.
Do that.
He goes super viral and he's sitting up there.
You can't say that shit again.
The reason why I could dissect what you're saying is because it's not what I said, it's what you like for me to have said. Two different things. That way you can prove me wrong, which I wasn't. The potential that Draymond Green had, you're right. He's delusional. The potential that he had in being a star, the stardom that he had was from his virality, which is what I always said. The only reason why he's in the NBA is because of stuff like this. He's still going viral. He's still winning. This era has him gassed up. The social media antics have him gassed up. That's why he said what he said to Austin Rivers. You a little dude to me in this era. Because when comes to social media, I'm the hot rod. When Kenya Martin went viral for a week talking about him, he's thinking, yeah, you have to talk about me. When did you go viral? You never went viral before me. So I'm not saying he's right. I'm saying we're wrong. We did this to him. Everybody. Why is he still on Golden State? How is he still in the NBA? I've been asking this for years. The only reason why is because they know the NBA TV ratings are down, and one of the only people that keep it going is him going viral with his antics, kicking somebody in the groin, punching somebody in the face. This is all their commercials. Nobody's ever believed me. East Blue Drew. Favors over his right. He's just early. That was so cringy. Yo, you know why else he's delusional?
You've been on the stand before.
I'm sorry?
You've been on the stand before.
Early.
Yeah, you've been on the stand before. You've had to answer some hard questions. You've had to repeat yourself over and over. You've been on the stand before. I know. I could tell. I could tell a brother. I could tell him. I could tell when the brother that had to
answer. He try me all the time.
From the lawyer, from the DA. The DA had to. Hey, say that again. What did you say? He said, when Fabian said it again, verbatim. I could tell. I see.
Yo. The same reason I got mad at Shannon Sharp for not flaming Skip Bayless, I'm mad at Charles Barkley for not flaming Draymond Green. Yo, dog, who do you think you talking to right now? I don't care about them stupid rings. I'm Charles Barkley, bro. I don't like what you and Flea always try to do, that Derek Fisher's on his level. They are not on Draymond's level. What he did for that team. Could it happen on any other team? You can make these arguments all the time for any player. No, that's a perfect matchup. They needed Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Sean Livingston, all these guys, but they needed him. Nobody was doing the dirty work like him. They weren't. The Pistons needed Rodman. The Chicago Bulls needed Rodman. They don't win without him. They don't. I don't care what anybody says. Golden State doesn't win without Draymond Green. But that doesn't mean I think he's as good as a player as any one of these guys, Barkley and them. Rodman was not as good as Charles Barkley. We try to always change this argument. Bro, he's a super role player. That's what he is. Rodman was a super role player. He ain't no franchise player. Draymond ain't no franchise player. Charles Barkley's a franchise player. He got a Nike contract. I ain't no role model. Draymond has been gassed up into thinking he's Barkley. That's how crazy he thinks he is. I ain't no role model. No, Barkley was that dude. Barkley started all of this before anybody. And I can't say started, because if you listen to him, he's influenced by Muhammad Ali. That's who Barkley's influenced by. But that's what pisses us all off about Draymond, bro. Bro, how are you this delusional? You really sitting down here thinking you could, like, and before I even forget, I didn't like that Austin Rivers went on to the Baja and it was personal. Y'all, why y'all getting so personal? Like, you're gonna do that, send a shot, make it funny, but break down the game. That's why you said, oh, boy, it went back to basketball, play one-on-one. Flea said, yo, I didn't learn nothing from what you just said. It's all cringy. What do you mean, Bark? We don't want to be Barkley in Houston. They went to the conference final. John Stockton hit a game winner on them to go to the finals. I know this off. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying by, like, you ain't even dissing me right. That's why Barkley was just stunned. Like, because you know what it is? Yo, Barkley's in the Matrix right now. He's stuck in the Matrix. Like, yo, hold on. I never let dudes like this talk to me like that. Ever. You are food. So I'm so glad Austin Rivers tore him up, Flea. And, the day after your birthday, you setting us up, Flea. How dare you?
The thing about it is the lines get blurry. The lines get blurry when you let the little brother kind of, have a couple of shots at you and you don't nip it in the bud early, right? Then they think that they could really play with you in front of the ladies. Now when we get around ladies and you play with me, now you really playing with me, bro? I mean, in private, yeah, I'll let you, you got it. But now you're trying to play with me in front of company? Like, cool out. They had that exchange, and it's funny, but it just goes to what I'm saying. They had with, Barkley. He asked Barkley, how much was that suit? And Barkley's like, it's about $1,000. And he's like, it looked like it. And Barkley goes back and it's like, somebody just asked about you. You know what it was? He said, who? Nobody. That's funny.
Right. But that's funny. Hold on. That showed you the difference between a clever star media personality and a wannabe.
Right. And this is what I'm saying. When you don't nip it in the bud right there, right? When that's not nipped in the bud, that's good TV. We like that. That's funny. But when you don't nip it in the bud, it's like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? And now it gives room for stuff like this coming on my platform. What I've built over the last 25 to 30 years inside the NBA, inside TNT, all of that. I'm part of the infrastructure, that whole thing. You coming up here to send a shot at me on who I was in Houston. Well, let's do the math. Let's count the ways. Let's talk about it. Honestly, yes, what was the last of me leaving out of there was grabbing my hip like Tobias Harris did tonight. Y'all all remember that when he was on the sideline like he was shot by the scoreboard. We all remember that visual of Barkley, but that was at the end. Barkley was part of going to Houston and beating Steph Marbury and Kevin Garnett in the first round of the play. They talk about, Garnett and Marbury talk about how much they learned playing against an older Houston team. That Houston team had Barkley and I think Pip and I think Drexler and Elijah. They were older, They beat them in the first round, but they talk about how much they learned from them because they were still good at that old age. So, Draymond, do your homework, man. Everybody talks about your IQ as a basketball player. You sure as hell don't act like a smart human being all the time. Like your human being skills are always called into question anytime it's time to shine. I never leave away from hearing him talk, and I'm like, damn, that was profound.
And let me say this: he does have that. There have been times where I've heard him break down the game and it's cool, but it's the problem is exactly what you just said. With that moment he had with Barkley, he's like, you know who asked about you? Nobody, right? You got to be willing to play a role and make your teammates look better on the TV now. There's time I lose arguments with Fleas, like, damn, I you got to take that L because let him get this. Same back, all of us, back and forth. You have to take the L. If I keep being stubborn about it, now it's bad TV. And you're learning in real time that, bro, maybe you're just a super role player for there too. Be the butt of a joke. Be the triple single. Buy into that. Okay. We would enjoy it more. Say it again, please.
I said it's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Man, listen. At this point, I don't get it. You guys were supposed to come in this space and show us how to do this, show us how to talk basketball, teach us basketball, right? And y'all come into this space and y'all doing worse than us with the love and hip hop, with just the silly stuff.
I mean to cut you off, AllBall, but we didn't give enough props to Austin Rivers, who you two were saying, hold on, Austin Rivers might be the new star of this thing right now. He's doing exactly what you can't do on the second tour, whatever you talking about, Draymond. He is doing the new media stuff. Former player, giving you the point of view of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm happy that, someone responded. Because how long have Draymond Green been getting away with what he's been getting away with? Talking crazy to people, acting crazy on the court. Like, I love that Rivers broke down. Yeah, you're a Hall of Famer. Yeah, you have championships. You were very important to that team. But let's not forget all the negative you did over there. You ran away Kevin Durant, Poole. Let's not forget you got suspended up 3-1 and lost. Mm-hmm. So you cost them a lot of championships, brother. Like, come on, man. You didn't back up Klay Thompson. Did him dirty. Like, listen, man, at the end of the day, these dudes, I've been saying it forever and everybody thought I was crazy. Get away from the microphone. Get away from the microphone. If you're not going to teach anything, if you're not going to help us learn anything, go ahead, you got a last word.
No, especially if you're still playing. I want to hear what you're saying. I'm listening to you. Especially if you're still playing. He's still actively playing, trying to find ways to tell us that they're going to win it. They're going to still fight for a championship. Boy, it's over. You mad because Barkley was giving you the real. Let the big homie help you in this point. Bro, when guys get older, the ship sails, brother. You ain't Michael. Jordan was winning championships at 38, right? We ain't Jordan. Niggas ain't Jordan. Stop. Like, it ends at some point.
I know you got to run, Flea, but everything you guys are saying right now, just the irony that Barkley's the guy you're compared to for the media game, trying to give you the baton, trying to show you how to do this, trying to warn you that it's coming to an end. Come over to the light. This is how you do it. And you're just a moron. Just a moron. He's doing in real time the vocal version of what he does in practice to Jordan Poole, what he does to people on the court. This is a vocal version of that. He's punching people in the face vocally, and it's just like, you seriously gonna insult the guy who you're supposed to model yourself after post-career? You moron.
Because he could actually help you. But because he didn't win rings, you don't think he can help you in this. It's warped. It's warped nut thinking. I'm telling you. Now because he thinks Barkley didn't win, he still can't even help him in this space. It's a poor way of thinking. But what like Austin Rivers said, what do you expect from a nigga like that, right? What do we expect?
For me, just be honest. Just be honest while you're in this space to make money. You're not in it to inform nobody. You're not in it to help nobody. Just be honest. That's my thing, Fabian. Like, if you're an NBA player with a podcast, aren't we expecting you to talk basketball? Aren't we expecting you to break down the game and help the guys like us that so-called didn't play the game? Aren't you here to inform us, help us, teach us? Y'all are doing the total opposite. Listen, man, that's why I listen. It's entertaining, but I come here. I listen to our chat before I try to allow these guys to teach me anything about basketball. It's just sad. It's just sad. But listen, man, I'm just happy somebody stepped up to Draymond and said something back to him because he's been getting away with murder for the last couple years.
The thing is, it's not entertaining. I don't want to belabor the whole topic, but it's not entertaining. And Shaq was actually doing a lot of the same stuff that Draymond was doing last night to Barkley when he first started inside the NBA. They had to talk to him.
Yes.
Yo, bro, you're going too far. Like, it's not that serious. You're taking things way too hard, and you're supposed to be a funny dude. Just go be goofy, bro. You're like, it's too personal. Like, do the ring thing count? That's cool. We're gonna get serious. We're gonna get loud. But again, what we always say is wrestling. There's this fine line with kayfabe where you don't know if it's real or not, but you have to understand. You're way too smart to not understand that this is entertaining. Just like when you're on the basketball court and you trash talk. We can trash talk while we're on this at the table, but yo, you're going to like you're trying to win the argument, and you're not as funny as me. You're not the star out here. Barkley's the star. He just is. Go play your role. That's the frustrating part. That he's in position. He's in line to get a mega contract with TV deals. But if they ask Barkley about him, if he keeps this up, he ain't co-signing them. He's not, and he needs these co-signs.
I mean, I hear you, man. Like I like hearing Austin Rivers talk basketball. God rest his soul. When you go to YouTube and you listen to how Kobe spoke, how he talked about the game, like. That's what I expect from all these guys, man. Like, they just as bad as us and worse, man. And it's just weird to see, like, what are y'all beefing and arguing about? Like, for what? Like, so for me, I've been over Draymond. It's been years now. I don't get it. I don't get it.
But I also that's why I'm also big on with you guys. Well, it's easy for me to do this show when it's me, AllBall and Flea. And I'm saying, these guys are stars, man. Right? These guys are stars. It takes a certain level of talent to not just speak, be interesting. Like, I'm not saying Howard Stern is an influence of mine, but if you ever watch what he says, he said, yo, I used to be in the car trying to talk to my father, and he used to ignore me. And he would listen to the radio. So I started paying attention to why was my father listening to the radio? What got his interest that way? And that's what influenced Howard Stern to be Howard Stern. He wanted his father's attention. And obviously he became one of the most influential media guys, commenters. But basketball, you see now with Stephen A. Smith, how much he's hated. Who else is in this realm of sports media that you actually enjoy going to and listening to them talk? The fact that Austin Rivers got on your radar, AllBall, that's why I thought JJ Redick was big time. Like, oh nah, he can really do this. Tim Legler and all these guys, right? That's where JJ Redick is at. So when he's on First Take being a wrestler, it's like, okay, you a star and you're a superstar, but you're also a star of breaking the game down. It's not an easy thing to be eloquent. It's not an easy thing to just be charismatic and just be interesting at this. And I don't think Draymond, as much as he's been breaking things down when he does, I just don't think he's interesting. He's like he resorts to low-level behavior.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of all them dudes. Listen. We love basketball. I want to hear basketball. I want to hear these guys break down games, right? Why, Minnesota was able to win game 1 in San Antonio, right? What effect is OG being injured going to have on the Knicks? How does that make feel? Like, I want to hear that from these guys. I don't want to hear gossip. I don't care what they're there for. I don't care about none of that. I hear what people in the chat is saying. If you're an NBA player, I want to hear you talk basketball. Now, can you laugh and joke about other topics here and there? Yes. But I want to hear you talk basketball. It's the playoffs. How is there not no NBA player that has a podcast breaking down the NBA playoffs? How was nobody breaking down why Orlando couldn't get the job done? Maybe why Detroit struggled. Like, where's that at? So for me, it's just comical that it's called, what is it, calling it pot killing kettle black, whatever that saying is. Like y'all look at us and tell us we're not qualified, right? But y'all get on here and y'all do the exact same thing that a lot of these other guys do. So for me, it's just, it ain't about selling. See, what? See, I can go a whole nother route. I ain't got time for that. We have a hate watch party, but why do I have to sell something when I'm already the sell? I'm like hear what I'm saying.
I disagree with that. Yeah, I disagree with that.
Hey, you can disagree with all you want. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying, for me, right? You can't say that guys can't talk the game of basketball because they didn't play it, but they talk better than you at basketball because they watch the games and they break it down. That's all I'm saying. For me, why are y'all looking for drama? Why is Michael Porter Jr. on a live or stream with them? What are you doing it for? My whole thing is, I don't know what's going on in the world today, but athletes, don't tell me I can't talk the sport, and y'all are not even talking the sport. Like, Michael Porter Jr. was on a stream talking to a broad about dudes in her DM. Bro, talk about why you, Fabian. I'm over all of them. Sorry.
But but it's also where we are. 30 years ago was McDonald's, sneakers. Now they have advertisers paying them on streams. Now it just so happens we're gonna get a bunch of people that ain't good. But you had a bunch of people with sneaker deals that weren't that good they weren't as good as advertised. So if a basketball player is telling me I can't do this because they play basketball, okay, cool. That's your sell. Now you got our attention. Now when it's time to get our attention, you have to resort to all these antics to keep our attention. That's my problem. We don't really watch Draymond until he just got flamed by Austin Rivers right now. So I don't mind anything that's the sell. It is what it is. Look, thank you, Sam. I am. Y'all more than qualified. You're relatable. Do y'all. And I think thank you. I think that's part of the problem. Draymond starts to not be relatable when he's doing these antics. Austin Rivers becomes relatable because it's just like, oh, I'm back to being a student. He really will put you in your seat, and you have to listen to him because he's coming from that point of view. He's reporting the basketball stuff, and he doesn't come off like he's on his high horse. It doesn't feel like he's at the top of a mountain. Bro, you're not playing basketball anymore. I already know you were better than me. So what are you trying to tell me right now? Like, but you still need to sell. You still need to be, look, what was the point of Austin Rivers going on live today and doing all this? He's selling. He went on 3 different shows doing this.
Yeah, but I get, but let's not forget, he doesn't do this. They do this regardless. He did that because he's defending his name and his pop's name. Like, he didn't do this before. Like I told you, listen, every time I seen him, he's talking the game of basketball. If he does do that, he talks basketball more. These guys is doing it the other way. They are doing 75% nonsense, 25% basketball. I think he does the opposite.
To your point. To your ultimate point. No. To your ultimate point. He stopped doing a podcast because he was doing too much of this. He said, I got a job with NBC. I'm good. This that happened with Draymond happened with Kevin Durant or somebody like 2 months ago. And he said, I'm not going to do this anymore because I got to go in the locker rooms and have these interviews. And now it's going to be too much tension. It's whack. Now it's like he had to resort to it because, to your point, he is defending himself and his father. But it's is part of the game now. Like they like it is what it is with these players. Now you have to rely on nonsense, low level behavior that nobody cares about. Oh, are we gonna pay attention to this game, old ball?
Listen, I mean,
Donovan Mitchell making it a game?
no, because the bias average just hit a 3. Listen, Cleveland not fooling me. Cleveland is not fooling me at all.
Am I ahead of you that much?
I'm at 6 minutes. Where you at? Jared Allen just hook shot.
Oh, I'm at 5:36.
Yeah, you way ahead. Yeah, you 20 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's making this a game. I'll pause it.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I think Detroit is going to sweep Cleveland. If Cleveland can win this game and make it a series, that'd be good. I think, we need Cleveland to push this series to 6-7 games because that helps us out with OG, getting healthy. Yep. But I think this game tonight with Cleveland is do or die. They lose this game, they done. They done. Donovan Mitchell hits the bank 3-point shot, but they can't get over this hump. 62-66. He got to get help offensively. James Harden, once again, looking like he's throwing the game. Look.
Let me know when they inbound.
I'm at 5:36 right now. James Harden just got the ball. I think Duren pushed him in the back on the rebound.
Okay. Did it inbound?
No, they didn't inbound yet.
Okay.
I'm at 5 minutes, 36 seconds, y'all. 62-66, 4-point ball game.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell scored.
They inbounding the ball now, Fabian.
Okay. Donovan Mitchell made it a ball game in this quarter. He scored 11 points in the quarter, 66-62.
2 big threes.
And now they're going to have to guard him.
They missed Schroeder on the cut. Overthrowing it. Donovan Mitchell with the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Donovan Mitchell, brick. Yo, you said it the other night. It's so difficult for him to score. He rarely gets an easy basket. Rarely. He always has to over dribble. He always has to do too much. See, this is the stop they needed. Duncan Robinson missed the 3. Let's see if they can cut it to 2-1. They went to Jared Allen in the post. I don't know why. Wow. Look, Fabian. I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. 2-point ball game.
That's flew Alcindor over there, bro. Jared Allen looks like the fakest Kareem of all time. Oh,
Duncan Robinson. You can't keep going back and forth. You got to get a stop. Detroit pushes the lead back to 5.
So Donovan Mitchell didn't touch the ball for 2 straight possessions. They get the offensive rebound. He gets it back now.
Air ball. Get some going to the basket. Look, these are just tough. These are just bad, tough shots.
I don't get it. I don't understand why he's not a great enough passer either. That's why my thing, and I hate that I'm bringing up Brunson again, or y'all hate that I'm bringing up Brunson again. But when you're not a point guard, he doesn't get any smoke for not being more of a point guard. Yet Jalen Brunson does. He's not 6'6". Oh my God.
Dennis Schroeder. Oh my God. They called the foul?
I think it's goaltending.
Yeah, but Fabian, remember, he's never been a point guard though.
See?
Oh yeah, that's goaltending.
So if you're not a point guard, you 6'3", you ain't D Wade.
Yeah,
Ant-Man.
D Wade.
But so this is what I'm saying. D Wade came into the league playing point. D Wade he worked on his game. His mid range around the basket was insane. D Wade was too crazy. You're not a great 3-point shooter. You're more of a streaky shooter. And I mean, at this point with this skill set, he's not going to be Steve Nash or anybody with the ball, passing the rock. But I just don't think I don't know what he does so well. Aside from scoring and the way he gets to it is that a lot of it is athleticism, the step back threes, going to the basket. I was trying to pull up a quote where he said he doesn't feel any pressure going into this game. The only pressure, it's not like he's missing a meal. Like that's really missing pressure. It's like we want our athletes to sound like they're missing a meal. Maybe that's part of the problem. Jalen Brunson plays like he's missing a meal. He scores like I didn't get my $100 million. Donovan Mitchell plays like he made $100 million. James Harden plays like he's made $500 million. That's part of this problem. How much better did you get from 2 years ago? Mitchell plays bigger than 6'2" because of his hops. Right. And I think he has a 7-foot wingspan too. But all right, so you're an undersized two guard. 6'2", and all I'm saying is we talk about how much of an undersized superstar Jalen Brunson is, but Donovan Mitchell gets zero smoke. Zero. No one considers him. No one questions whether or not are you a championship team if Donovan Mitchell is your best player. But we question the Knicks because Jalen Brunson was the best player. It's amazing. I'm bringing our guy up. The Pistons are going through a scoring drought and they got Cade on the floor. I don't know if people play really good defense on the Pistons as much as it is that they just go through these scoring droughts like the Magic. But the Magic just had bummage on the offensive end. The Pistons got some guys who can at least score. Mitchell's been getting roasted since Utah. Me? You must be watching the wrong TV. How? I don't know, Jamrock. No. When he loses in the playoffs, he does not get the same smoke as Jalen Brunson. Where's the Becky Hammond quote that goes viral every year that Jalen Brunson loses in the playoffs? They're not talking about him right now. I've never seen them question Donovan Mitchell as that. And maybe because he hasn't been positioned as that. Ain't nobody talking about Donovan Mitchell, which is why I get offended that you guys would ever bring this man up in conversation with the Dundada, Jalen Brunson. Against the Mavs. I don't want to say roasted because there still was an argument between him and Devin Booker. And even Devin Booker, I was never a big Devin Booker guy. Like, he's cool. Donovan Mitchell is in obscurity in Utah and now in Cleveland. He's in obscurity? That's a heck of a word, man. Your man is in obscurity. No think playoff choke artist. You know what? I'm wait till AllBall gets back so we can read these super chats, though. ABTV3 is the Cash App. Becky Hammond never said Brunson couldn't win in the playoffs. She said he couldn't be a number one on the championship team until he does. She's still right. Jamrock, where is that smoke for Donovan Mitchell? Why did she say that about him, about Jalen Brunson? Answer my questions. You love to be confused by me. You claim I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll lose you, this, that, and the third. You're losing me. Where is this smoke? Replace Brunson's name with Donovan Mitchell. Where is the smoke for him? None. Zero. They don't do it because he's super athletic and has a bunch of plays. Oh, yeah, because he's a basketball player. He looks like more like a basketball player. Okay, he's not as nice as Brunson. He's never had a playoff run like Brunson. Ever. And Brunson had his teammates go down, everything. Where's the smoke for Donovan Mitchell? It's not that as it's not what you're saying it is. I don't want to neglect my peoples. No, let him rest. Mitch should be back and make a difference. Not only that, Philly was on fire. They're not going to shoot like that again, and neither will we. Maybe you're right. Oh, I forgot to put this when Flea was here. Flea missed your physical yesterday. Hope you did like a rock star, bro. Blessings, Grasshopper. My bad. He might have seen it though. Well, you know, Gail Berry, thank you for your $10. When Hart pushed Cat away, Brown should have sat him. Hart is an attention. How can we say this? Streetwalker?
Don't say it.
An attention streetwalker. Jalen Brunson gassed him up. The text says that Hart thinks it's all about him. He's not nice like that. But I think AllBall made the best point about Josh Hart, where it's like you can't have a quote, can't call out Cat, and then you have a quote about people with their individual agendas, and you're in the middle of the most highest stressful point of the season, and you have a personal agenda going on.
Yeah, but Fabian, big shout out Gail Berry. Listen, y'all, big shout out to the chat. Y'all see the super chat, AllBall TV 3, ABTV 3. Y'all see the Cash App. Fabian, he does it every play. He makes it about himself every play. Every play, he's either making a face, he's either complaining to the refs, he's either throwing his arms up. He does it all the time. And people can say what they want. Just how you said, everybody has a brand, and everybody's trying to be this and try to be that. He has his own little, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, Mr. Hart. But in that moment, you were a very selfish player. And it was wrong. He was wrong in that moment.
But, oh, boys, this is my only thing with that. I don't mind him being all that. But when the big dog walks in the room, hey, you step down, bro. It is what it is. You're not him.
I mind it, bro. You holding the basketball, you beefing to the ref, bro. You was playing bad. Like, no, humble yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the moment where Cat goes.
It's a 1-point ball game.
Oh,
it's a 1-point ball game.
It was a super chat. What you mean to do?
I know, but I'm just saying we was about to get into a whole conversation, and I just happened to watch him hit a 3-point shot. Cade Cunningham with the turnaround baseline jump shot. Pushes the lead back to 3, 71-74. I got a minute 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Dennis Schroeder with the basketball. Pump fake. The Mobley.
There goes your man.
Ooh, good give and go. Wow. Cade Cunningham with the block.
There goes your man.
Detroit with it. Your man Jenkins, the evil pirate. The mean mug. Cade for 3. No good. Rebound. Cleveland. Cade is falling in love with that 3-point shot now, too.
I just think he's tired, and nobody's talking about that.
Oh, Evan Mobley just traveled too. They missed that.
He's so weak, it's crazy.
He is terrible. What? Ugh. Oh my God.
Oh. Is that a foul?
And then Cade come. Oh, of course that's a foul. He gonna go to the free throw line. Evan Mobley. This is what I be saying about a lot of these teams, right? You have Detroit on the ropes. You have an opportunity to, take home court advantage. And you drop the ball. Down 1. Then the Schroeder goes up with a weak layup. Then Mobley, I don't know what type of shot that was. You go from being down 1 to now you're going to be down 5. Don't make no sense.
He's 4 of 8 from the field. Got 13 points, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 9 assists, 3 turnovers. Evan Mobley's gonna have to start just holding on to the ball way more efficiently, or giving the ball up a lot sooner. He has the highest usage rate in the playoffs AllBall, which is basically using the ball too much. That's the usage rate. I had to get used to what that means. I don't know what the hell that meant. But we've seen this movie before. AllBall, we've seen this movie before.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize, how soft of a team Cleveland is, right? And probably the toughest guy on that team is probably Dennis Schroeder, right? Like, Evan Mobley, man, it's too much finesse, Fabian. It's too much. It's really too much.
Before we get to Mobley, who does it remind you of? Cade Cunningham in 2026 playoffs. Number 1 in points per game with 31 points per game. First in points, total points. First in points created. which, okay, that means you assisted the ball too. First in usage, 34.5%. Tied for second in assists. Well,
that looks a
hold
little
on.
Jalen Brunson-ish.
Hold on. Is that half man, half sound? half band, half sound?
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's what Cade has been doing. Listen, that's what I told you. When you get a taste of caviar, you don't want to go back to the sloppy joes. Right now, Cade Cunningham is getting a taste of, I'm a superstar. I'm the man. And it feels good. James Harden, mid-range, good. Cleveland cuts the lead back to 1. 75-76. Detroit can hold it for the last shot. Jenkins coming down. Cross half court. Guarded by Schroeder. Cade looking for the pick and roll. He got the
That was
switch
good
he
defense.
wanted. Got the switch he wanted.
Ooh.
Jenkins. Wow.
That was good defense.
Wow.
Cade, I don't think they're gonna win the finals, Detroit. It'll take them. They're missing that guy. We think the second guy. But if Cade is averaging 9 assists a game, he's second in the playoffs with 9 assists a game, and he's leading the playoffs in points. If he gets the second guy, a complimentary piece, this guy's phenomenal, man. Cade, like, he's doing all this, the one man, one band, one sound game. Imagine when he gets a partner in crime in the band, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told you in that Orlando series. You know, he's at his best. Detroit is at their most dangerous when he's averaging between 9 and 13 assists. When you're getting from him 25 to 30 with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 assists, that's when they're damn near unbeatable because now he's getting everybody involved. So he not only has 30 himself, 12 assists, that's 24 points. And it may be 30 depending on 3-point shots. So him alone can get you 60 points when we combine his points and assists. But when he gives you 30 with 5, 6, 7 assists, they're not dangerous like that. So that's why I said him and the Detroit Pistons are playing great basketball at the right time. The jitters, they shook him off. Being down 3-1, every game is an elimination game. Now they done with that. And then your next round, you got a soft team like Cleveland. Right now, Fabian, Detroit is doing nothing but boosting up their confidence every single game. That's why whoever plays them, which it should be us in the Eastern Conference Finals, you have to be fully healthy, fully loaded, and ready because right now they are on a high. Tobias Harris is cooking. They are on a high.
Jamrock is saying, why the hell are Cleveland not playing zone? Detroit can't shoot. I mean, they got back into this in this third quarter, and that looked kind of zone-ish on that last play. Now that you're saying that, Jamrock, and they just, Dennis Jenkins just happened to hit that shot. But we said it last night. We're living with a Dennis Jenkins 3-point shot 10 out of 10 times. We coming back. What? We gonna blow you out by 20 if Dennis Jenkins is shooting the ball 10 times from there. It's over.
Rap 920. What up, Rap 920? Big shout out to the chat. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram, AllBall TV 3_. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Hit that like button. Share, like, subscribe. Become a member. And if you're not a member, explain why not. But if you're not, understandable. Hit that subscribe button. Fabian, I got to ask you. Chat, I got to ask y'all, chat. Please. If Cleveland wins this game tonight and they go back home tied 1-1, do you see them having a chance winning this series? Scratch that. Do they have any chance winning this series, Fabian?
I don't think so. I just don't think Donovan Mitchell plays at a level that could lead a team that needs this much help. We just talked about Cade Cunningham needing that much help, or he needs a superstar. He needs a star by his side, and it feels like Donovan Mitchell's kind of like that on that Cleveland team. I don't really see who's the other superstar or star player alongside Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
To-
I mean,
like,
supposedly
everyone
James
keep
Harden or Evan Mobley. I mean, are you asking? I know,
right,
that's not the case, but that was the purpose of picking up a James Harden.
right, and that was these are 4 number 1 draft picks or 4 first round draft picks in the starting lineup, but I don't see them as being. I don't think they play like that. I think they've been advertised as that, and they just playoffs after playoffs. You're gonna keep losing, and Donovan Mitchell he has to do too much for them to win, in my opinion. I can't see how they have a chance to win this series when you got these many guys bruising you up. What do you think about your own question? Does Cleveland have a chance of winning this series?
I think so, but they have to win tonight. They cut the lead to 2. Detroit just got called for a shot clock violation. I think the only chance Cleveland has is if they win tonight. I took Cleveland in 7. Of course, the first game is just like, wow, Cleveland is terrible. But if you could steal a game in Detroit, we watched what the Orlando Magic did, right? So it's possible. It's just Cleveland got to get tonight. They got to get this win tonight. Donovan Mitchell misses the floater, gets his rebound. Tied ball game, y'all.
Oh,
Tied ball game.
oh. Look how hard he's working. Look how hard he's working with two shots for 2 points in the paint.
And I don't know if you could do that for 5, 6, 7 games straight. Like, you got to find a way to get easier buckets. Thompson,
And
no good.
Cade, how many shots? Cade, I think he has less than 10 shots today. Yeah, Cade has 8 shots. He's tired, bro.
Oh, good pass. Cleveland takes the lead, y'all. Cleveland takes the lead 81-79. Still a lot of time left, though. A little over 10 minutes. So this game is far from over. But, Fabian, Orlando Magic laid out the blueprint. Now, Detroit is a tough team. One of the best defenses in the NBA. So let's not act like, Cleveland could just win 4 straight. I'm not saying that. But if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers coach, how do you not pay close attention to the Orlando Magic Detroit series and take a page out of their book? You have to attack them. Stop settling for threes and attack. If you don't put that defense under pressure and you keep bailing them out every time down, you're going to get blown out. So for me, watching these last couple plays, Donovan Mitchell attacked the basket. He missed but got an offensive rebound. The next play down, Dennis Schroeder attacks the basket. Gets the pass to Mobley, a dunk in the lane. You're not going to beat Cleveland if you're going to be soft and shoot threes. You ain't going to beat them like that, Fabian. I'm sorry.
They can't use the Magic's game plan. The Magic was able to stay in the game because they were going to defend for 48 minutes and they just can't score.
But I'm saying
Cleveland.
I'll cut you off.
No,
I agree with you. Defensively, they can't at all.
No, but I see when I hear words, sometimes I just interpret it my way because you can attack in your own way, whatever your strength is.
Gotcha.
Cleveland attacking is tough for them to attack with a top tier defense with the Pistons, and they're physical. It's not that just they're top tier defense. They're not a finesse top tier defense. So Donovan Mitchell again, who can penetrate the paint? Who can hit the mid range? How do you open things up if you're Cleveland? Who's the shooter for Cleveland? I'm trying to figure out how do you. And then right now we're seeing Donovan Mitchell get to the basket, even though the last possession it took Donovan Mitchell 2 shots to get the 2 points. What happened just now? Lane opened up. They gave it to Mobley. He got a dunk. When was the last time we seen Mobley get the dunk? In the first half, maybe? So I think to your point, how do you attack? You can't give up. You can't give. Donovan Mitchell might have to take 40 shots like Cade Cunningham has been doing all playoffs. And look, today it's only taking 8 shots, and the Pistons got the lead. Like, I don't know if it's intentional, but I think he's tired, and they want somebody else to score.
Right. Look at what HB Link said, and somebody else said it. Assault Thompson was in foul trouble. Yes, you have to attack them. What did Orlando Magic do, Fabian, in that series being 3-1? Beef Stew, Duren, Thompson in foul trouble. You have to attack the basket. Put the pressure on the referees. If you're going to continue to just shoot tough fadeaway shots, tough 3-point shots, now you have Detroit rested on defense. So if you think you're going to beat Detroit in the fourth quarter with none of them in foul trouble and they're well rested, you done lost your mind. And then now when you attack, Remember, you attacking, that collapses, that brings in the defense. Now you can kick out for the wide open three. Now you can kick out for the wide open man like Schroeder just did for Mobley for the wide open dunk. But you get none of that if you don't attack the basket. I don't care what nobody says. As great defensively Detroit is, you have to attack them. You have to. I don't care. You have to. It's like a bully. You have to attack the bully. And if you get caught with some punches, cool. But you have to keep attacking because eventually they're going to realize, oh, and that's what happened with Orlando. They just told you, to me, just badly coached. And right now, you know, this Cleveland coach, Fabian, they lose this series, he's getting fired.
Kenny Atkinson?
Yeah, he's getting fired, bro. Enough is enough.
I think it goes back to what Flea always says, like, yo, how we gonna keep blaming the coach? MJ 923, I OD. 40 shots is crazy. I meant like 40 attempts at like driving the ball. Oh, fadeaway by Tobias. Ties the game at 81. I guess his hip is all right. After getting cracked by Donovan Mitchell.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, he's been real solid in the playoffs. Like, I gotta commend him. Last couple of years, I've gave him so much flack. I gotta give him props. He's been super solid. Without him, they'd be jammed up.
Deep three, Duncan Robinson. 84-81, Detroit is up. Schroeder to the basket, bad pass. See, that's why he's not a starter. There's something that he's not seeing all the time. He does a little too much. Oh. Ooh, nice move. Yo.
Where you at right now? Because mine just kind of froze up.
I'm at 907.
Oh, wow. I'm way ahead of you. What's the score you have?
84-83.
Yeah, I have 84-83. I have 8 minutes, 30 seconds left. Duncan Robinson right now throwing the ball into Tobias Harris, being guarded by James Harden, which they didn't call the travel. Tobias Harris scores. The lead is back up to 3, 83-86.
Okay. Cade's at the top of the key with the ball?
No, right now it's 8 minutes, 9 seconds. James Harden has it. Kicks it out. Donovan Mitchell for 3. Terrible. The rim with the rebound. What's James Harden numbers tonight, Fabian?
It gotta be bad.
What's him and Mitchell's numbers?
Donovan Mitchell's 11-22, 27 points. Hold on. Duncan Robinson pump fake, baseline. Kicks out to Assault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I fast forwarded.
Offensive rebound.
So go.
Oh.
He was going. He was going for the monster.
We going for the highlight reel.
James Harden is 3 of 12 from the field.
What was his numbers the first game, Fabian? This dude here, man.
That's why Draymond got mad during that game. I don't know if you caught that when Barkley was saying, yo, there's a stat that James Harden has more games. He has more games that he commits turnovers than field goals made. He has more games in the playoffs where he has more turnovers than made field goals. Like 35 games like that. He has 35 games where he has more turnovers than field goals made. Then they said, yo, Draymond, you know how many you got? You in second place next to Kendrick Perkins. And they started laughing. He was like, oh, man, I'm with Kendrick Perkins. And he started laughing. And I think that's what set up that whole segment with him trying to go at Barkley. But James Harden had that game, he was had more turnovers than field goals made.
Yeah,
Where's it at? Oh, playoffs, right?
What's Harden's numbers the first game and then now this game?
Can I click this? He was 6 of 15. 6 of 15, 1 of 7 from 3, 7 assists, 8 rebounds, 22 points. He came on late though.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it was. Because we were watching him the whole game. Like he was 3 of 8 at one point, 3 of 11. So this game, what do we say he was? 3 of
You said 3 or something.
He's 3 of 12. So another bad shooting night. That's a quarter, bro. 3 of 12.
Yeah, listen, man. You know, they brought him over here to get them over the hump. And, you know, yeah, them numbers in the first game, they good numbers. But like you said, we seen what he was looking like before he came on a little bit towards the end of that game. Tonight, they need him bad, right? We watched Donovan Mitchell climb back. You know, they had the lead. Now you need James Harden to be James Harden. Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these players, these coaches going to be fired, man. And it's like some of them deserve it, but a lot of them, yo, man, y'all players is getting coaches fired, bro.
Yo, boy, can I be honest?
Please do.
This era with like LeBron, this is part of the reason why a lot of us are like, LeBron is the GOAT. You kidding me? Another part of the reason is because KD and these guys be complaining about, you know, trying to be bigger than what they are. And a part of it to me is when they were hyping up James Harden, trying to be better than Dwayne Wade, it's always like James Harden, he's the second best 2 guard of all time. And the way they talked about his game, like it was so unstoppable. It was like,
it was insane. It was insane. And then Pat Bev said it, then KD vouched for it, and then I forgot another basketball NBA podcast. Some of those guys like really went for that. And it's just like, y'all played the game. So y'all know in some of these comparisons, numbers don't matter. You know that. You know that.
But it's also the same thing we talked about Draymond being the star that he's not. Like, you're not that dude, and you keep trying to convince me that he is, and all the fans and the fandom, it's like he's still late in his career. Like, no matter what, even though LeBron's gonna lose to OKC, he's still in this conversation, the top 10 of all time. Like, at this point, you can't argue it. Where Harden has always been, you sure he's the third best? He's just better than Clyde Drexler. He's just better than Clyde Drexler.
Right.
I don't understand that.
Right, like there's no argument. Why? Because he got an MVP. Assault Thompson misses both free throws. Detroit gets the offensive rebound. How do you have Jared Allen in there? Can't get a rebound. Duncan Robinson for 3. Insane. Assault Thompson misses both free throws. You let Detroit get the offensive rebound and knock down a 3-point shot. You were just had the lead. You were down 1. Now you're down 6. James Harden with it for 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Cleveland. Harden back with it. Ooh, good move on Tobias. Oh, no call? Wow. Yo, they let Isaiah Stewart be very physical. Very physical. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Cleveland, this is a must-win. This is a must-win. Mo, what up, Mo? Yeah, yo, Mo. Cleveland be clobbering dudes. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Detroit, excuse me. But Cleveland, you can't, Fabian, you can't, Cleveland, you can't let this game slip out of your hands. You actually had the lead.
It's what we talked about. They just don't have that. James Harden. That's what they have, AllBall. They have James Harden.
This is crazy. 4-point ball game. Jared Allen makes both free throws. Cade Cunningham got the switch he wanted. Being guarded by Dennis Schroeder. Too little. Rebound. Cleveland. Dennis Schroeder waiting to get the pick from Allen. He got what he wanted now. He got Isaiah Stewart on him. That's a foul.
I thought Sam Merrill would be something. I even dubbed him like the White Rooster. I forgot what I called him.
Jared Allen is being a menace on the boards. They can't keep him off the boards. Tobias Harris had to foul him. Cleveland keeps it. But what I don't understand is Max Strus with the pump fake Duncan Robinson flew right by you. How do you not jump into him so you can get 3 free throws? That's what I'm saying.
Because he's Max Strus. Like, this is what I'm saying. Everybody on Cleveland is advertised to be something that they're not. And remember, you were doing this for OG Anunoby. Tar Bridges earned his name back, but OG is now considered the MVP of the Knicks. Wow. Who made that?
Wow. That looked like Detroit tipped that in.
Yeah.
Cleveland caught a break. Lead cut back to 2. Wow. But can Cleveland get a stop, Fabian? You're not going to win.
Ooh.
Cade Cunningham. He is getting very comfortable shooting the 3.
No fade Cade. He needs a nickname.
5-point ball game.
Cade Fear.
Okay, Jared Allen with the floater. But you see the difference when you attack Detroit? You got to attack.
You do all, but you make this sound way more easier than it is. Jared Allen attacking who?
No. I'm saying when you the guard, you attack, and Jared Allen was able to get the floater. Cade Cunningham, tough. Oh my God. Ooh.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. He looks ill. He looks ill.
Once he's comfortable and able to knock down the mid-range and the 3-point shot, and he becomes a 3-level scorer, he's going to be the best player in the NBA.
I don't think, because I think your flaws are your flaws with that. I think part of the reason why he can't finish and he can't shoot, bro. Who's opening up the paint for him like that to get easier shots?
No,
and not to say we seen Kyrie and D Wade and Michael Jordan and Kobe. That's a different level of finisher. If he even makes it to that point of finishing, if he finishes at the basket elite, it's over. Forget about the 3-point shot. You don't need a 3-point shot. If you could finish at the basket off the glass and just a little more touch, as Lee would remind me, it's over. It's really over.
That's the difference between SGA and all these other guards in the NBA. He can knock down the 3. His midi is crazy, and he gets to the line and gets to the basket. Once Cade is comfortable with that, Fabian, SGA gonna have a run for his money. I'm telling you, bro.
I don't mean to change the subject, but quick sidebar. Jamrock says, Fabian, you might not like it, but OG has been the best player for the Knicks in the playoffs so far.
He has been.
Right, but oh ball. You might not like Fabian, you might not like it. Jamrock, how long have you been watching us?
He has been. He's definitely been the best and the most consistent. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Jamrock, I've been saying he's the most important Knick for 2 years. Since he got here.
Yo, man. All I'm gonna say is this. We did a live the other day.
Yo, there's something to Cade when he's dribbling. He dribbles off his foot way too much. Oh, Dennis Jenkins was trying to end the game. What was he going up for?
Exactly. You don't get out of here. Get a rebound, Cleveland. Oh, my God. You're struggling to get a rebound. You got Mobley and Jared Allen in the game. Donovan Mitchell. Evelyn Mobley for 3. Why is he out there? Don't know. 3-point ball game, 91-94.
To his credit, Mobley did shoot 40% against Toronto. Tobias, who's been having
he got James Harden on him. He going, y'all.
He's been having a pretty good playoffs, but
what the hell?
And he's not. I don't know.
Call a foul on Jared Allen?
He pushed him. He pushed Isaiah Stewart.
Here's the replay. What's the yo? What?
Did he push Isaiah Stewart? I don't even.
Bro, they just showed the replay. He did nothing.
Isaiah Stewart fouled Dean Wade. Another foul call. Uh-oh. The magnet whistle is in full effect in D-Town. the magnet whistle. Well, the whistle is metal and Magneto got the pedal. What's up with you guys, man?
Yo, man. Yo. And if you want me to be honest, Cade didn't get fouled on that jump shot.
I gotta see the replay on the jumper.
Bro,
I knew they were gonna give him that.
Listen, but by the time he went up to shoot the shot, he ain't get fouled. He got clear. That was a clean block. But that last foul on Jared Allen, where was the foul at?
There wouldn't have been that Cade wouldn't be at the free throw line if they let the first foul go.
Like, chat, we all watching the game. Come on, man. I know a lot of y'all is Pistons fans, but come on now. When is James Harden going to hit a big shot tonight? When? James Harden being guarded by a sword. Look, picks up his dribble. Almost turns the ball over. James Harden, instead of going for the floater, they take a tough step back three. Yo, man. Yeah.
I didn't understand. James Harden brings the ball up and Donovan Mitchell's in the corner. They don't even run a pick and roll. Yo, how does Donovan Mitchell not run a screen for Harden's guy? Now, Donovan Mitchell's guy can't double Harden. They got to choose who to double. Like, they're not making it harder on. I don't understand what's going on with Cleveland. They play a weird brand of basketball.
James Harden was bringing the ball up. He picked up his dribble. He passed it, almost turned it over. He cut to the basket. He had a wide open floater. He kicks it all the way out to the top of the key to Donovan Mitchell to take a tough step back three.
Terrible.
What is that?
But why aren't your two-star guards playing? Like, Donovan Mitchell's too big to. Every other guard, I understand, not setting the screen. Why aren't you setting the screen to David? James, you know how great of a passer James Harden is? Yo, the James Harden, Jared Allen, James Harden, Evan Mobley pick, screen, and dive is not as good as a screen and dive with Donovan Mitchell. You need your guards in action all the time down the stretch to put pressure on the Pistons. You have to.
Yo, James Harden had the wide open floater, but he turns and passes it all the way.
A crazy pass. And that's how good of a passer he is.
And Donovan Mitchell wasn't even wide open. He had to catch it in front of somebody and pump fake to take a step back three.
Why don't you step in? Make it a one possession game. It's 3.5 minutes left.
Stop telling me these guys are the smartest. Yo, man, these dudes is crazy, man. I don't get it. 5-point ball game. I don't know how many times you think Detroit is going to allow you to cut this lead to 1 or 2. Eventually, they're going to just run off 6 to 8 straight points. They're going to cut, and this game is going to be over. Tobias Harris, mismatch, Strus on him, backing him down. Watch, Fabian. Watch what I just say happen. That's 2 points. They're going to run off 6 to 8 straight, and it's a wrap. 7-point ball game. James Harden acting like he don't know what he's doing out there.
Yeah, get away from him, James.
Like, come on.
Why is he standing next to Donovan Mitchell after you pass him the ball? In the corner. You give him no space. As soon as you gave him space, he crosses up Dennis Jenkins and gets the foul.
Yo, we got to give a lot of props to Tobias Harris. He has been super solid. Super solid. Still a lot of time left, though.
It's funny you say that because I was giving him smoke because I didn't think he was shooting that well in the playoffs, right? In the first round. But what happened was he shot 33% the first game and 41% the second game in Orlando. But them last 5 games, Tobias Harris shot 48% from the field, 35% from 3, and he scored, 23 points a game, 1 steal, 8 rebounds, 1 assist a game. Those last 5 games, he really pulled out and was a second option for the Pistons. And again, of course, against the Magic last game, he shot 42%. So he was back down. And in this game, Tobias Harris, I don't think he was shooting well. I stand corrected. He's shooting 9 of 16. He's going bananas. 21 points for Tobias Harris.
Come on. Donovan Mitchell hits 1 or 2 free throws, cuts the lead to 6. 92-98. Cade Cunningham, They taking advantage of James Harden. Turnover, Detroit. James Harden, I don't know what he is doing out there.
How about Donovan Mitchell has fallen off the MVP conversation so crazy that there is no debate about who's better between him and Cade Cunningham. There's no way you'd rather have Donovan Mitchell over Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell is not even in that tier no more. Like, when we talk about top tier, this season, Cade Cunningham is up there, right? Like, Donovan Mitchell is, he might be in that third tier. Because, how many guys can you have in that first tier? You're going to have Luka, SGA, Joker, right? Cade, Wembanyama. Is Giannis still in that first tier?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. You got to have Ant-Man in there. Is Brunson in that first tier?
I think the Brunsons and Ant-Mans of the world are always going to be teetering. I just don't think Donovan Mitchell is has ever been in that conversation.
No, I don't even put Donovan Mitchell in the tier with Ant-Man and Brunson.
Right. Or Cade.
I think Cade this season, he got to be in tier 1, bro. He's 60-win season MVP candidate. He got to be in that top tier, bro. I'm sorry. He has to be. As much as it hurts me to say that because it's the Pistons, right? And we Knicks fans. He got to be tier 1 this season. So,
I think also the Pistons are built the right way, and I think even if you trade Cade for Donovan Mitchell, it's a step down. That's what I'm saying. Like they're great. Yeah. They're great. Like they drafted these guys, traded for the right guys, and Donovan Mitchell could not do what Cade is doing for them. Can't pass. To me, the way Cade goes to the basket is better. The way he goes to his mid-range, his step back is just better.
Yeah, I just don't know. And I like Donovan Mitchell. He's fun to watch, but I don't know, how long can you just continue to it be so tough for you to, get up your shots. It's nothing easy. And he can't post nobody up, see?
Point proven. And Cade's D'ing up on him. He can't guard Cade like Cade could guard him.
Nah, look, they're exploiting the mismatch. Look, they're exploiting the mismatch. Cade, look, step back 3. Ooh. Oh my God.
Wow, Cade with another defensive possession. That's back-to-back defensive possessions by Cade. This is after JB Bickerstaff, his head coach, said Cade's one of the top 10 two-way players in the game. Down the stretch, he's showing you why. Back-to-back possessions, guards Donovan Mitchell on a step-back shot in the paint, changes his shot, and smacks Max Strus's three-point shot to the out of bounds, while hitting a three-point shot to extend the lead to 9 points for the Pistons, AllBall.
Fabi, you was about to say he ain't in that top 10 this season. Lord have mercy.
Was I?
I mean, you almost went there. So for me, it's 30 teams. Let's say tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, you have 10 players each tier. So of course, I guess tier 1 would be SGA, Luka, right? Wemby, Joker, Cade. You said Giannis. I mean, is LeBron still tier 1?
Hell no.
No, I'm just right. So I don't know if you could get 10 guys. I mean,
well, Wemby, Giannis, Joker,
Luka, SGA. That's 5 right there.
I don't see the SGA thing is always gonna get me.
SGA is not tier 1.
Come on,
bro. He averaged 30, bro.
It's not about averaging 30. Like, how much better is he than Cade to me?
No, I'm not, bro. Cade is tier 1. Cleveland can't get a rebound. Look, can't get a rebound. You got Jared Allen and Mobley, soft as cotton, can't get a rebound. Can't get a rebound. That's the game. That's the game.
This is a bailout. This is a bailout 3 right here.
Yeah. Can't look. Can't get a rebound.
Either way, we still going through 10 guys, and SGA, Cade.
I think Ant-Man and Jalen Brunson is tier 1. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not like, to me, tier 2, you would have to go like Kawhi, Devin Booker. Maybe that's with Donovan Mitchell. Because like I think tier 3s, remember, you gotta say Joel Embiid is tier 1, former MVP. Right?
I don't think he's tier 1.
Oh, okay.
Because he's just not gonna play. If Joel Embiid gets his 82 games, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's an MVP candidate. That's automatically, but he's not gonna play 82 games. And yeah, he's playing like half the season.
6-point ball game. Cleveland, they can't get no stops. This is right here. This is the ball game. This is the ball game. Detroit score right here, and I'm telling you where they're going. They're going right to Cade. Look, they're going right to Cade.
They're trying to. They're trying to do a double screen with Cade, Durant, while Dennis Jenkins hold on to the ball. Look, they're not.
Oh no! What is Dennis Jenkins doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Bro?
Oh my God!
No.
Out of all people,
nope. It's no good. It's no good. I don't think that's no good. Dennis Jenkins is feeling himself. You had Tobias Harris on the block being guarded by James Harden. You had up top Cade Cunningham, and he took it on. Yep, it's no good. No good. Ball still in his hands. Fabian, as Flea would say, too much dip on Dennis
on
Jenkins.
Your chip.
It's nowhere in the world. What are you doing?
He literally held on to the ball for 24 seconds. And he had Durant and Cade trying to set up a screen and pass it to neither one.
No, and before you ignored them, you ignored Tobias Harris at the post being guarded by James Harden. That's a bucket.
Who's killing right now.
That's why they need a point guard. They need a legit point guard. Well, we know Cade is the point guard, but right now, Jenkins, that was terrible. Now, Fabian, this is where Donovan Mitchell makes tough shots. They get a quick 3. We saying something.
We don't need James Harden on a 3 with Cleveland, right?
No, we don't even need James Harden with the ball, but he has it. And he's James Harden. Oh my God. Look, what are y'all doing?
We don't need James Harden with the ball. Interesting.
Fabian, do we call
Interesting.
It?
Oh my God. We don't need James Harden with a basketball for Cleveland. Wow. Donovan Mitchell doesn't even get to touch the ball with a minute left, down by 6, 2-score game. Tobias Harris and Asur Thompson are all around James Harden roaming, and he thought it was a great time to dribble around Hezzy and gets ripped. Actually, he just loses the ball in front of Tobias Harris and Asur Thompson. This game is over. You're down by 6. You need 2 threes.
Done.
Dunzo. Oh, good for you, Durant.
Wow. We just said it. But we do not want the ball in James Harden's hands. And I don't care what none of y'all is saying. Allegedly. 2 games in a row? If that didn't look like
James Harden has 3 field goals made and 4. No, again? He has another game with more turnovers in the playoffs. Another playoff game for James Harden with more turnovers than field goals made.
How are you Donovan Mitchell and you don't touch the basketball in that sequence? How
are you not upset? There's a quote from him saying he doesn't feel pressure coming into this game. Real pressure is missing a meal and stuff like that. And I was saying before when you logged off for a second, we want our basketball players to act like they're missing a meal. That's how we want you to play, Donovan Mitchell. You should be yelling at James Harden like you just missed a meal.
Hey, big shout out Tiger Girl, right? Yo, Tiger Girl. This is no exaggeration. I swear to everything I love. I was just thinking that. And I was also thinking that for Draymond Green. Retire, bro. How is
It's a new era.
team still paying y'all? Like, how is the team giving James Harden, let's say, $80 million for 2 years? How? Bro, if you ain't signing for the league minimum buy, if you're gonna do that, how is that possible? And y'all say he's better than D Wade? Harden is still, yo, man. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. Man.
Ocean's 11. Is it James Harden? Did James Harden sign? Did he get a capital injection to Ocean's 11 by joining the Cleveland Cavaliers? Yo, did they sign him to an extension?
I don't know. I just know James Harden wanted some money, and he got it.
Let me look that up.
Wow. Down 6 with the ball, 50 seconds left, and James Harden turned the ball over. He's still in the ball game. I will not be surprised. Yeah, this is a wrap. A Rizap.
Yeah, I don't. This is where the head coaching thing, when you're trying to win a championship, because I know the politics of it is all about this guy gets paid this much, he's a superstar, and I just don't. We've seen Cat and Brunson get benched for the sake of a defensive lineup. I don't know how James Harden makes you better offensively or defensively at the end of the game throughout his career.
Can I tell you right there is why? Let me put on my glasses because I want to see the chat. We know what we talking about up here, just like y'all do. We watching the game. That sequence right there is what just got that Cleveland Cavalier coach fired. Let me explain why. Before James Harden got in the game, who was the point guard that was doing decent?
Schroeder.
And you took out Schroeder and put in James Harden, and look what he did. That right there, that coach is going to get fired, and well-deserved. Ball game. That's the ball game, Fabian.
Shout out to Mike T, because I believe he said that in the comments. And it goes back to what we say about Brunson and what we don't like about him as Knicks fans. All the east to west dribbling and dribble hezzy. If you don't put a direct pressure on a defense in a situation like that, get into the basket, just being able to get to your spots to make something happen for you or your team and have a playmaking situation. James Harden is known as a player. I'm not saying he's not a playmaker. He is. But it's far too often that we sit there and we go, for real, James? Yo, Jim, you looking crazy. He's earned the reputation. Shout out to Dom Dropper. His Clippers stink. But he's throwing a parade because he no longer has James Harden on the LA Clippers. He has hated James Harden his entire life. Respectfully.
We are on a crash course for the Titans to meet up. New York and Detroit both just won their last 5 games in the playoff straight. Detroit down 3-1, win 3 straight, and then now 2 straight. The Knicks down 2-1, win 3 straight, then won 2 straight. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Handle y'all business. We're going to handle ours. I didn't realize how bad the Cleveland Cavaliers were until these 2 games, Fabian. And you've been saying it for years now. They're not a threat. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to worry about. It don't matter the record. It don't matter if they come out and win 15 straight. You've been very adamant about that. And you was 100% correct. This is a sweep. This is a sweep. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, listen, their only hope is what? LeBron goes back there? Fabian, the playoffs comes down to coaching. And if you're afraid to coach or can't coach, it's going to show and you're going to get exploited. The Cleveland Cavaliers coach clearly can't coach because there's no way in the world you were playing good basketball with Dennis Schroeder. So when you sub out him for Harden, you're losing defense, you're losing toughness, and it's not like James Harden had it going offensively. That right there cost him the ball game. But got to give props to Cade Cunningham. Listen, man. Whew. Detroit Pistons fans, I know we got smoke, but I got to give y'all props. That boy good.
Yeah, boy.
These last 5 playoff games, he said, don't worry about it. Just handle the defense. I got y'all.
I think he was 4 of 8 going into the fourth quarter. He ends up shooting 3 for 6 in the fourth quarter. Tough 3-point shots. He's 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 10 assists, 25 points for Cade Cunningham. Again, with the 5 turnovers. Once he starts limiting his turnovers and finishing at the basket at a different level, he's going to be, like you said, talking about an MVP, flat out. And the thing about him that I enjoy as compared to SGA, I mean, obviously, he got the foul call that you thought he shouldn't have gotten earlier, but he's a guy that if he gets SGA foul calls, we get it because he looks like he's mad strong and you can't really hold him. Cade is a big kid. That's a big boy, man. 6'6", 6'7", and he's solid.
Yes, and eventually, this is what gets me mad about Austin Rivers and Draymond Green and the Baja and right, and it's not personal. You know, love to hear those guys talk basketball, but eventually, while we're gonna have to talk basketball, it's the playoffs. Fabian, we can't be up here trolling all day and playing. These are great games. These are great players. Eventually, we have to talk the game. And what Cade just did, listen, man, his confidence is getting higher and higher. And he's starting to get a feel and a taste of what it is to be the guy. Remember, Fabian, Brunson's been doing that for some years now. You got guys like SGA, like it's been guys that have been doing that for a while. This is Cade's first time getting a taste of that caviar. And Fabian, I think he likes it a lot. He been eating a lot of Spam lately.
Saddleberry, thank you for showing me. Cade played 42 minutes again. That is, if there is something you worried about as a Pistons fan, you worried about that.
He young, Fabian. He young.
Yeah, he's oh boy.
He young.
They
Fabian.
don't. This ain't the old school. They're not built to do. I'm telling you. What I love about this game is that he took 14 shots and got 25 points. The fact that if they're spreading the ball around, cool. But at some point, if the Knicks, OKC, the Spurs, you're gonna have to funnel Cade where he's just going one-on-one. And it's gonna be a tough 42 minutes if you have to shoot the ball Allen Iverson style. But if you do what he's doing today, where he's limiting it and taking his time on every possession, they could try to sneak into the championship.
Listen, baby, I love comments like this. Big shout out, damn you, MacArthur. This my first stop right after the game. Detroit basketball. Y'all some of my favorite YouTubers with sports. Yo, man.
Danny
really
Mac.
Yes, y'all really don't understand how much that means to us, man. We appreciate all of y'all. But comments like that is what keeps us going, man. Thank you, man. Like, we love to talk to y'all. We love when these games is over because we get to talk to y'all. And what I love is, Fabian, we got to start talking sports. Enough of, like you say, the shenanigans. Let's break down these games the right way. Because ain't nobody else doing it. Ain't nobody else doing what we doing. They not watching these games live and breaking it down, play by play in real time, right? So, Cade Cunningham, Fabian, if he start getting more comfortable with that mid-range and that three, and I'm not saying he got to shoot at a high clip, but if he's going to start getting comfortable and they get them another player, and I don't even think they need a Devin Booker. If they could get someone that they don't have to lose a lot, I'm just saying. But tonight, You got to give him props. Fabian, as long as Detroit is going to play defense and he ain't got to give all his energy on defense, I think he's built to play 40 minutes a night. He's hungry, Fabian. He's hungry.
High tech dialect said, wow. My wife made me turn the sound down and said, go see what AllBall is saying about my Pistons.
Hold on. Keep that there. How do you pronounce that?
High tech dialect.
High tech dialect. Big shout out to you and wifey. Tell wifey, I can't say nothing bad. I can't. Y'all killing right now. I got to give y'all props. We are on a collision course. Clash of the Titans. Godzilla versus King Kong. Yeah. The Knicks, Detroit, the Pistons, New York, both won their last 5 playoff games. The wait is almost over. The wait is almost over. No more playing, no more trolling. We talking basketball, y'all. We talking basketball. High tech dialect, big shout out. They on our head top.
Oh man.
They on our head top.
Tobias Harris again. Want to talk about him for 2 seconds. His last 5 games against the Orlando Magic, he was shooting 48% from the field, 35% from 3, a little below league average there. 8 rebounds, 23 points a game. First game against Cleveland, he shot only 43% from the field, 105 from 3. He had 20 points still, got to the free throw line, had 8 attempts. Tonight, Tobias Harris, 9 of 16 from the field, didn't get to the free throw line much, still had 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks after getting his hip popped out by Donovan Mitchell. And Detroit, of course, they're in desperation for that second scorer. And if the Knicks make it, the way we've been playing offense, we envision, hey, if Cat can really start doing this thing, you guys are going to need that second scorer. Can Tobias Harris hold that up? Not sure. But you're getting what you need from that guy. Because, again, another guy who was in the James Harden bracket of, hey, are you a playoff player? He's exercising a lot of his demons. And again, JB Bickerstaff is a coach that he pumped up Cade Cunningham post game. He said, yo, top 10 two-way player in the game. I don't know what y'all talking about. He also said about Tobias Harris, I don't want to hear nothing about Tobias Harris. He showed up. Don't tell me, no, I don't want nothing. He's a guy that infuses confidence in his players, man. And to see him do this, again, Long Island's finest. He's from New York. Big guy. The veteran of the group, right?
Yes.
Ain't nobody a vet.
No, he's
ain't nobody a bigger vet.
Nah, he's the vet over there as well.
Duncan Robinson might have more experience, being that he's been to a finals before.
Right. Yeah, experience.
But Tobias to have the ball this much, to shoot this often for them in this playoffs, been pulling that out against the Magic. They were down 3-1, won 3 straight games, and now they win 2 straight against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he's a big reason why, AllBall.
You listen, you know I got healthy smoke with Jane Doe, but I love this comment because, you know, her son, she said, what's good, chat, AllBall TV? My son tended on the baseball team last, but my Pistons didn't. Let's go. Big shout out to your son, right? You listen, yo, man, we got to show love. Y'all are members. Y'all show up night in, night out. Big shout out to your son tending on the baseball team. Hopefully they turn it around and he have a great season. But Jane Doe, I'm on your head top. Yeah, I see you in about a week. Yeah, I told y'all, when we play y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals, we need 1,000 people in the chat for every game. And Fabian, I'm not playing. I'm going to get my Pooh Shiesty. I got the Pooh Shiesty on for every game against Detroit. Not playing with them, Fabian. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not playing with y'all.
Curtis, thank you for your $5. He says all of the above is what I'm worried about. AllBall, everybody has to contribute and hold it down until OG gets back. We don't need Jalen Brunson trying to score 50. We might.
I mean, yeah, Curtis, we might, but if he does it in an efficient way, how he used to do it, I have no problem with that. Let's just get the W.
You got a lot of guys on your side with the Josh Hart thing. F Josh Hart. He's a sanitary napkin and has a low IQ. You guys are very creative with your slander, by the way. 8. All right, Dom. Oh, I like the all right, Dom. Thank you for 199. What's good, fellas? Prayers up for OG. Go Pistons.
Appreciate that.
Very healthy of you.
Real classy right there.
Real classy, Dion. Invaders him says, happy belated Flea. Damn, my bad. I didn't read that earlier. Jalil, thank you for your $5. I had almost friend-ending arguments over Draymond Green. I can't stand him, and I'm from Michigan. Jalil, we've almost had show-ending arguments about me defending Draymond because I said, yo, not for nothing, but he's in Rodman's class. Don't these guys brought up Derek Fisher, Robert Horry? They not in Draymond's and Dennis Rodman's class, but oh boy, when you utter the words, Steve Kerr held me back on offense,
bro.
Adam Silver might need to suspend him for next season for making a comment like that. A statement of that magnitude.
But that right there, before you read, because I know we got a lot of cash apps and super chats. That right there is, I think, where him and Steve Kerr now, I think that separation is now inevitable. I think it's done. I think if I'm Steve Kerr and I'm the coach, yo, Draymond, I had enough of you, dog. Like, I had to put up with you for how many years? I had to fake it because I don't know no coach or no player that loves what Draymond does at this point. Like, seriously. So I think Draymond saying that, I think basically he told Golden State, I'm out of here.
Just the lack of awareness from him is insane. Just to get gassed up that way. Frederick Moore, thank you for your $10. Just for the podcast. For the podcast. Frederick, appreciate that. Kent Booth, here we go. Thank you for your $6.85. Come on, fellas. Detroit basketball. Props to AllBall. No doubt, Kent Booth. We see you. See you in your shenanigans.
It's a lot.
Got here.
It's a lot. I see some 20s and everything.
Sam I am. Oh, yeah, he said that y'all more than qualified. You're relatable. Do y'all. Sam I am. Yo, listen, we appreciate you because, again, for you guys to reach across the country and tap into us, you know, we're from New York. A lot of haters over here, by the way, Sam I am. And, you know, we got friendly hate, but you always show us love. So definitely appreciate that, man. Jesse Glatziget, always show you love, bro, and you show it back. Appreciate you. Draymond can't, in good faith, condemn non-players talking basketball when he signed to the same clutch agency as know-nothing nerds like Nick Wright.
Just saying.
I think Nick Wright was flaming him too, right? Today?
No, I mean, I just heard Nick Wright saying, like, yo, if you want to be in that space, you got to be able to laugh at yourself, bro. If this is something you're trying to do. And you know me, once it's like them dudes, I listen to them for 10 seconds, I clip it. I cut it. I don't listen to them dudes.
Jamrock says the smartest NBA minds don't get the shine. Is that everywhere, you think? That's why I think the antics people gotta compete with the antics. You know what I'm saying? Son from Brooklyn, Fabian should do the evil laugh on Hart and Mitchell tandem, not working. I did that when the trade happened. Son from Brooklyn. I'm sorry, I want to give you an organic laugh. I don't want to fake it for you. But we got to put that in the drop, right? We got to make that one of the sound effects. Thanks for the inspiration, son from Brooklyn, and thanks for your support always. Then Kyle too, thank you for your $2. East goes through Detroit. We shall see. Kid Goat, thank you for your $4.99. Damn, Detroit got lucky playing these bums. It's an easy sweep. Toronto would have put up a better fight than the Cavs. Harden and Mitchell not reliable. Maybe, especially if Brandon Ingram is healthy. But I think RJ is tougher than their point guards over here. RJ's like a tougher playmaker. He's not. He's in his role. He's in his role. Like James Harden shouldn't be as effective as. How is RJ Barrett more effective than James Harden? Because James Harden is 45,000 years old, and he's never been good in the playoffs. AllBall.
Man, I was dead wrong about the Cavs. I said Cavs in 7. Cavs about to get swept. So I'm bowing out gracefully right now. I'm waving the white flag. Dunzo.
Kid Go says can't even extend it to give OG time to heal and rest.
Exactly.
Trust Ori. Trustery J.
True story.
Harden is it.
Yo. Yo, y'all see your man? Your man said trustery? What? True story. Thank you for your $2. Harden is a 6 man. He needs to be Vinnie Johnson. No, Harden needs to be out the league. Harden ain't no 6 man. No. True story. Did you chop that up? That was terrible. And you did the.
I'm no longer reading names.
Here we go.
Aaron. No, OG. You knew you was you knew you just was go against us regardless. We taking our steps, baby. Praise for OG. I could laugh, but we play fair here. Detroit. He says he wants to laugh at us.
Aaron, I'll see you very soon. Very soon.
He also says series ain't over yet, though. We got to finish the job. Let's go, fellas. It's trending in that direction. Knicks versus Pistons.
Man, that Pistons-Cleveland series is over. You don't get out of here with that.
Then Carl says Dennis is the real deal. What does that mean? The real deal of what? Evans, thank you for 199. Uncle Tobias Harris coming into his own in the playoffs. Yeah, man, we happy to see that. Been through a lot, man. Amazing. Thank you for 199. Knicks, Pistons, Spurs, Thunder are good finals. From an entertainment standpoint, what would we rather see?
That right there. I love Ant-Man, but people want to see Wembanyama. That right there, you got to remember, Knicks, Detroit, we have healthy smoke. And let's not forget Wembanyama and Chet, and then what Wembanyama said as far as the MVP race and how they beat OKC in the regular season. So he's thirsty for that matchup. I think that right there, East and Western Conference Finals, that's a match made in heaven for the NBA and for the NBA fans.
So any four of these as a any four of these, 2 out of these 4 teams, any combination and for the finals is good money. You like as entertainment standpoint, you want to see our Knicks there, but
I mean entertainment standpoint, Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs, you have parity. You know that we lost to them in the finals in '99. But a Detroit OKC wouldn't be bad neither. So I just think if you get Detroit OKC, that'd be beautiful. I think if you get Knicks Spurs, that'd be nice too. So I just think right now the NBA, if this is how it plays out, they get what they want from an entertainment aspect, a basketball aspect, a rivalry aspect. They get the whole shebang. This is perfect setup for the NBA.
Spurs Thunder is now like damn near an underrated rivalry. That like we got smoke. We know we got smoke with the Pistons, but the Spurs smacked the Thunder for 3 straight games. The Thunder finally beat them. They have Wemby hates Chet. They got smoke over there, man. So you right, Amazement. Hell of a conference finals. Jado Mari. All right, I'm letting you say that. Jado Mari.
Yeah, Jaro Mari, yes.
Thank you for your $20. I'm a Pistons fan, but I mess with y'all tough. I like y'all better than most of our chats. Hopefully, we see you boys in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Appreciate that, man. But don't never put hopefully there. See you in the Eastern Conference Finals. We got to speak it in existence. Stay positive, baby. We'll be there. See you in the few.
Rock Logic, thank you for your $19.99. dropping something in the bucket for the best sports talk part in these YouTube streets. Salute from Detroit. Tell OG to get better. We don't want no excuses.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
All right.
about. Rock
Respect
Logic,
that.
what up, baby?
Respect that, Rock Logic. D'Angelo is here. Thank you for your $20. Love you guys. Keep it real, you do. Keep it real like you do. Great show. If Cade and his bishas, he's gonna get a taste of our Knicks playoff defense. It's our time now. Fate will have it. Fact.
D'Angelo's here. Love it. Let's go, baby.
Chris got the munchies. Thank you for your $4.99. Pistons fan, but I love y'all content. Watching y'all with my newborn. Oh man.
Congratulations, Chris got the munchies. Everybody, put a baby emoji in the chat. Say congratulations, man. Listen, we love y'all up here. Congratulations, my brother, having a healthy newborn baby, man. May y'all be blessed. And just real love from AllBall TV, my brother. Congratulations. That's dope.
Congrats, and thank you for supporting, and thank you for getting your newborn indoctrinated with the family. High Tech Dialect, thank you for your 810. Says shout out AllBall TV because y'all love my Pistons and keep them in your mouths. Pause. Flint Town raised 81810.
That's all. That's the 810. Big shout out Flint Town. Listen, told
That
y'all,
was slick.
man. Who argues more than family? Who argues more than people that have a lot in common? See you soon. That's all I gotta say to Detroit Pistons fans.
Yo, Kid Go says us versus Detroit in Eastern Conference Finals. This channel got to be on TV.
Bro, it's gonna be insane for those watch parties, bro. Insane.
Skywalker, thank you for your $4.99. You big hater. Love you, bro. Appreciate your love always.
Skywalker, you get the jaw.
Hold on,
ice grill.
Jewel Cesar. That's one of the dopest names I heard. I like that. Are you a rapper? Jewel Cesar? Jewel Caesar. I love that. Can y'all shout out my son Noah? He's a huge Knicks fan and hit his first home run today. Love y'all. I watch this more than the game sometimes. Oh,
wow,
man.
Wow. Hold on. Jules Caesar. We're gonna try to do one even better. Chat. We need everybody, please, as many as possible. Shout out Noah. Big shout out Noah for not only being a Knicks fan, but for just being a great young man. Big shout out. Congratulations hitting your first home run. Everybody shout out Noah. And let's put a baseball bat in the emojis. Big shout out Noah. Noah, what's up from AllBall TV? Much love and congratulations on hitting your first home run.
And Jewel Caesar, his son hit his first home run. Back in the day, we used to call that a bomb.
Me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Big shout out Noah, man. That's much love, man. Much love, man. Big shout out to everybody with kids, whether your kids play sports or not, man. Just much love to everybody that's, parents, because it's rough out here. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the chat. Yo, man, our chat is so dope. You ask them to do something, especially when it comes to the kids. And look at that, Fabian. Nothing but love, bro. Insane. Love y'all to death.
I just want y'all to watch. I think it was Jason Giambi in Yankee Stadium hit a home run during the steroid era. He smacked it so hard it disappeared into the Yankee crowd and into the back. Damn near hit the train. And I forgot the guy's name. I think he was a San Francisco announcer, but he did the ESPN play-by-play. He said he smacked that into the New Jersey Turnpike. One of my favorite, commenters of all time. Again, shout out to Noah, man. Amazing. Thank you for your $199. Missed the days of Ahmad Rashad and Stuart Scott. God bless. R.I.P., man. You right. Asciani, thank you for your $2. Y'all got more Detroit fans here than the Knicks fans? I mean, it's a Pistons hate watch, Asciani. Be back tomorrow. Knicks rehab. We watching live, baby Bubba. Kid Go, thank you for your $199. It would be horrible to play Detroit not at our best. You're right. We don't want any excuses.
We're going to be all right.
Amazement says the Cavs basically added another fraud to their roster of frauds.
Terrible.
Kid Goat, man, calm down. And then you spelled true story the same exact way he spelled it.
Kid Goat.
What did I call it? Trustery?
Skywalker, you know where you can go straight to you know where. Skywalker.
Trustery is crazy. Chris Calloway says, shout out to Chauncey, but it's bias time. JD's Guest TV. Thank you for your $4.99. It's a JB Bickerstaff revenge tour. Beat his former team and beat Knicks, who eliminated them last year, and he beat his best friend in the first round. JD, calm down. I like your revenge angle. But calm down. Oh, ball.
Listen, chat, y'all know how we do. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Very important game, game 3. Y'all already know. Knicks Rehab live watch party. I will be doing a live in the afternoon. We're gonna break down and discuss by then. We would know if OG Anunoby is playing or not. So definitely go live about 2-3 o'clock, and we'll discuss what's going on with OG, if he's playing or not. And tomorrow night, the party begins. Game 3 on the road. Knicks versus Philly in Philly. Yeah. We'll see.
I knew I've seen his name before. Terrence Thomas. He said, you laughed at Cade, you next, old ball, and this is Sky. We see you, Skywalker.
Yeah, Sky, we don't duck no smoke over here. We see you real soon, brother. See you tomorrow night. You'll be here. Hate watching us. Yeah. You'll be right here. And we'll be right here with y'all.
Jermaine Harris says, Barney Rubble, the Cavs are in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere else, but you were here with us. Please enjoy your night. Stay safe. Tomorrow, Knicks Rehab live versus 76ers. We're in Philly. Hopefully, OG takes his time and we just get the W in stride.
Yeah, we definitely have an update. I'll be here in the afternoon, maybe not the morning, but for sure the afternoon. We'll see y'all in tomorrow night watch party. Let's get it.
Have a good night, folks. We out of here. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.